Okay, YouTube stream is live. Hello. Hello. Y'all, it's so exciting. I went outside for the last 2 days. Thank you, Aramori. Thank you, Aramori. Whoa. The first day, we went dress shopping, and I bought such a fancy dress. I need to post a picture of me wearing it one of these days. I'm gonna wear it on Friday night. All the girlies are getting dressed up, and she bought a fancy dress too. Oh my gosh. And, hold on, I'll show you a picture of it. It's sexy. I'm not gonna, it's, wow. Whoa. Whoa. Yes, chat sponsorship has sponsored this dress. Thank you for your subscriptions. Okay. Oh, there is a turbo fed Mina, 34k Mina. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I'll post a picture when I wear it. And then, or maybe we should just watch Night Shift and I'll tell you about it later. It seems like it's kind of hype right now.
Hope vacation is going well.
It's you who cares? But my goat Sonya Sniper is playing. What do you mean vacation? She's literally streaming. Who streams on vacation? I stream on vacation. Hey, I stream on vacation. Also, I think we're doing another stream on Saturday because Fiona's gonna IRL stream and she was like, do you want me to stream it to your channel too? So I guess all four of us are IRL streaming. Well, they're sneaking around. Wait, Abrahams is actually losing right now. I've never seen this happen before. Why does Mina have so much money? Oh! Celeste is so dead. What is she building, I wonder? Mina has Spiritual Overflow Boundless Spirit as her first two tier 4s. That's kind of crazy, no? Wait, she doesn't even have debuff for... oh no, she has Dispel Magic. Whoa. Core? I don't know. I wouldn't say so. I feel like people usually buy Spirit Burn or what other tier 4s do Minas buy? Wait, she died. She's dead for fucking ever. Wait, I need to look at the shop. I feel like Minas usually buy... Oh yeah, it's either Spiritual Overflow or Spirit Burn or Arctic Blast. Oh, they did mid-boss. Yeah, I think they're good too. It's just not what I usually buy. So I should do some more. Yo, the Moe and Crow portrait looks awesome. That's a cool mod. It's a Deadlock Night Shift mod. I think I'm addicted to working. That's okay. Wife and I are tired, so we're not really going out much today. We already went out a lot. And tomorrow's gonna be a big day. And the day after is gonna be a big day. And the day after that gonna be a big day. I do need to end at like 6 or something, because I gotta pick up the dresses. I want to see what the Celeste is building. Can I do that? No. You're allowed to co-stream. Whoa. Cool. Yeah, sometimes you just need a day where you don't do anything. We went and bought the heels today for the dresses. Also, I'm really struggling to find a bra that works with the dress that I bought. Because like the back is really low and the fabric is really thin, so you'll see anything. So maybe I'm just titties out with pasties over my. Oh, really? Hi, Crystal. I love you. Hello. So I need to show you this dress that I bought. Oh my gosh. Is it here? Yeah. Look at this. Ah, so beautiful. Ah. We're gonna have a fancy dinner on Friday. But other than that, nothing. I need more occasions to wear it. I also have another dress that's similar that I bought that I have no occasions to wear it yet. Maybe I'll just get dressed up for no reason one day. Because I really want to wear it and take pictures. It's so pretty. Yes, ma'am. It's backless too. It's so pretty. So pretty. Wow. This is the first time I've seen D-Mob not be like 15-0. Dude, Mina has so much money. 47K. Ethereal shift. Oh! Wait, yeah, is Vindicta not really surprising? I thought Vindicta was awful. She's on the winning team right now. Interesting. Oh, this Mina's doing so much damage. Whoa. Dedge. Wait, it's really looking like Abraham's is gonna lose this. Mm. YouTube chat is asking if I'm married. Yes, I'm married. I have 5 wives. Name them all. Crystal, Aramori, Rainho, Fen. Oh wait, I have a lot of wives. Catlink, um, um, sorry, wait, I'm missing a few. Um, wait, I gotta scroll through my DMs. Um, actually, that might be it. Maybe I only have 5 wives right now. Somnus, sorry, Somnus. Somnus is the original wife. I have 6 wives. Wifeys, wifeys. How many femboys do you have? 2. Linkser and Sleepy. Boger is neither a wife nor a femboy. Boger is like a guy, a little guy. Boger's just a little guy. Like he's just a little dude. But you know what sucks? I think 4 of my wives have husbands. But it's okay. I'm still number 1. Wait, is this real? Oh gosh. Um, on Saturday, I think I'm doing a pole dancing stream. I think the girlies are gonna learn how to pole dance together. I think it's official. It's been booked. I've been roped into something. Um, this is really far out of my comfort zone. Oh gosh. Wait, I thought it was canceled. I suppose she found another one. Don't worry. Don't worry, Myra. It will not be sexy. I'm incapable of sexiness. If anything, I'll be really awkward. I've never. When's the last time? I did a face cam stream once last year only, I think. So I'm very scared actually. No promises. I might ask her to not point the camera at me at all. What? I feel like my chat would be really normal and respectful. I feel like you guys are chill. And there will not need to be that many mods. I'm proud of my community. Everyone's so chill and nice. One time I streamed Overwatch on my ass and everyone was nice. No, it's okay. We don't have to combine the chats. I might, I don't know. Maybe I'll ask her not to stream it on my channel. No promises, guys. Because I don't think I'll want to be on the camera. And it would be weird to watch my stream and it's just Fiona and Reinho. Wow, this game is going the distance. I can't believe Abraham's brought it back. Also, Venator being banned is really vindicating me. I swear that guy's broken. Thank you, Pook.
Eskay lurk.
Eskay lurk. Yeah, I hate melee Venator too. They're gonna fight over buffs in 20 seconds. Chungus Supreme. I'm so excited for Vegas, y'all. It's gonna be so much fun.
Eskay high.
Thank you, London Negro. Blackjack? Maybe. Maybe. Brian F taught me how to play blackjack, and then I lost all my money. Oh, wow. Everyone on Abraham's is freaking dead. Thank you, Queso. This is crazy. 64k Mina? Guys, I think I'll probably break my chungus if I do pole dancing. Oh, they're going for it. Oh, shit. Oh. Wait, Abraham's just gonna lose a map. I've never seen this happen before. Oh. You're gonna do it? You're gonna break your chungus? Don't break your chungus. You're so beautiful. I'll do it too. I'll do it with you. Together we will be powerful. Scared of being on camera though. I'm scared of what people might say. Hmm. Hi, Embernasu. Wow, Leviathan won a map. That's really crazy. Damn. Oh yeah, YouTube stream just has me, huh?
Ridiculous. This is ridiculous what we just witnessed here, Jake. I mean, the Mo and Krill, like obviously you guys name an MVP.
Mosif and Krillium.
Or after the game is done.
But Zai is mighty close. He's mighty. He needs to close this one out though. You know, speaking of that
Vacation
closeout,
is awesome.
honestly,
I'm very happy right now.
When that kill came in onto OZ's, the triple regi was found for Abraham's.
Yeah.
Leviathan locked in to be able to bring that one back.
A bomb on Rem.
Save here from
Hello.
the Billy and the Rem fighting under
Wow.
the locker, outplaying D-Mob into this one. And I mean, D-Mob frankly struggled this game. Hoot did too.
Yeah,
These like adept spirit nukers, they just couldn't find the way through. Sai was stopping them at every junction. OZ's outplaying with the movement throughout a lot of these team fights, despite together like permanently on rundown duty. And Taz was a lot quieter than we typically see for him on the Bebop. So just incredible performances across the board for Leviathan, exactly what they needed. And they're going to need to continue that level of pace, though, because we saw, like, Abraham's in the end of that game. There's still some fight left in this squad. They are never a team that is going to give up until the very end, which, by the way...
The Celeste was building M1. Her first 6k was,
Just a few interactions.
Spellslinger.
One thing, though... Oh, God. The Hyperline... By the way, D-Mob has done this to so many people that this is actually getting a taste of his own medicine. Because usually, D-Mob is Mr. Hyperline in Chief. What I will say...
Well,
even though I
immediate
think
Nox
D-Mob
Nostra.
made
Wow.
Apollo look good last week, I'm still not convinced of Apollo's
Thank you,
overall
Etherich.
power into the
Howdy.
game. I think draft-wise,
I agree.
for Abraham's, you do make some adjustments, and number one is you get D-Mob off the Apollo. On
I was gonna say, for the challenging teams, I feel like it's best to just let the other team get Celeste.
If possible. Like, I think they were a little bit off.
This is the first time I've seen Abraham's not have Shiv, and they
I
lost.
agree. I think with Apollo, I think you're exactly right. It feels like whenever you're going up against it, or if it's on your
Wait,
account, it feels like it's
Shiv wasn't picked at all.
Just constantly, right? Just
I'm
flying around
confused.
wherever it wants, but it just doesn't feel like it scales as hard as some of these other heroes. As we take a look at some of the final moments from this game, Jake, where yeah, it was always going to be difficult.
What does
to
SK
try and
know?
hold on,
SK doesn't know
from
anything.
from this from position.
I mean, the tankiness of Silver in the Ultra Late game is pretty
Not picked
disgusting.
or
I think this is
banned.
one of the probably the tankiest hero in the Ultra Late with that full build. I mean, he just feels like he can soak the world there. I do think, you know, the Abraham's draft this game really had problems in the late game, right? We talked about the potential of these spirit nukers to snowball the game and be that mid game bully. But in this game, we see them fall behind, struggle against the Mokra. We just get late enough to where the raw gun damage, where Silver's just on top of you, you know, infinite attack speeds building up in that ultimate. Mina dancing around those fights, just
Thank you, Devin.
unkillable and able to compete handily in the late game damage battle. OC's drops 60k, but pretty much right behind him.
Oh my
53K
gosh.
damage from that from the
Silver.
with far less souls and far more investment into the green items. So there's definitely
Wow.
a strong case to be made for Silver as the instant snap first pick.
Despite the constant
Wow.
shutdown on the Hoot as well. 47k
Yay,
damage
Wipe
was
is
done. I did
pooping.
wonder to myself, like, the Vindictor coming in late. Maybe it's an attempt to try and spread these fights out really far, you know, as
Don't
obviously,
worry,
even if
Queen.
you're on
I can
lockdown,
help your
you're still
butthole
being
feel
able to
better
put
when
in a
you're
lot of damage from
done.
very far away, if, you know, the kind of Shining Wonders bouncing around and things like that, ZP. But that really didn't even come into effect with Sai just constantly being able to pressure.
No, I mean, Hoot didn't get to play the game for the most part. Hoot was playing a survival horror game, and the killer was tunneling Hoot the entire time, and the killer was wearing a snazzy suit. Where, by the way, this is something where stats are often a very good tool.
I don't have a bidet. I wish I did, though. That's true luxury.
Stats don't matter depending on the hero and what they're doing. You look at this, and be like, wow, Monkrill didn't have that impactful a game now, did they? And little dude,
Vin was building just damage.
going, please make the mole go away. So it may not be an impressive stat line, but the eye test told a very different story when you look at
that Mina
the
was
interaction
cooking.
that Sai had. Also, I think that's
I'm
worth
almost
pointing out
considering,
as
like,
far as support goes, where,
we don't have
okay,
much
for Page
time
Out,
here.
shields are
Maybe I'll
counted,
just watch
really in a
this
good
game
way,
back
but
with Mina.
the amount of support Rem was
Are you guys
able to have
down?
for Irozumi,
Like, I
is
kind of want
also
to just
part
watch
of
Mina
why this
POV
worked.
entirely.
Naptime had really key lockdown in a lot of these fights, created more room for OCs and break, the shake pressure.
Instead of
more
watching the
room
next
for
map.
Fremont to get on top of people, where, I mean, you stop and think about it, Silver and Rem tend to be best friends, and the idea of Naptime gets people in a spot where Silver can actually set up, go in off like a
Game
curse
probably
and
is
go
over in
down,
like
and
3
that's without even
hours or
considering
so,
the
maybe
building,
4
right? So
hours.
the overall lockdown options that Leviathan had here, in no small part because of the Rem and Mo and Krill, created scenarios where Abraham's just simply lost by virtue of positioning, depending on the fight.
Yeah, I got to agree. I mean, Irozumi, it was a lot of divide and conquering with the nat time as well. It wasn't just a case of like, I'm just going to hit as many people as I possibly can. And you could,
Thank
do,
you,
you could
Nier.
even hit more than like
Thank you,
the 4
thank
or
you.
5 or something like that in some of those scenarios. Just deal with the 3, everybody else pile in on some of the other 2, and then just be able to do even
Super
more damage
Smash
on them
Bros.
completely ignoring the 3, Jake. It was very, very strong here from Leviathan.
Yeah, great performances across the board. I think for Sai, I mean, to have 1 death on Mo and Krill is, I think, a huge statement. Like, that's for me a really impressive stat line, because often on Mo, especially in the late game, like, you're gonna go in, you go for your combo, but often you die for it. Like, hopefully
Ugly
you get
and
that key
stupid.
kill on a key member and
Damn.
you live a couple seconds longer, but usually in most games, you're gonna end up taking your life
Damn.
for a lot of those
Myra's
plays. The fact that
hating.
he's on 1 death the entire game, just really impressive for not only Mo in particular, but for the whole team around him, like showing that they really understood their limits this game. The picks they went for were really clean and in the right positions,
Most and
not being
Krillium.
greedy and going for ones that they really didn't have the numbers to follow up on. So a great read of the game from Leviathan, nets them a win in game 1. And while we can track Mo's spirit and his gun damage, we unfortunately cannot track mental damage dealt. So we're gonna have to we're in the works with that stat card. We'll have to see if we can find that one, if Sai is able to secure MVP. But to get that, you're gonna need to win, and there's still potentially 2 more maps to play in this night shift final.
Yes, there is. Maybe we'll see some of that mental damage in the picks and bans. Maybe that's
I don't know
where
if everyone here is
that
a
would be some crazy
frequent
stuff
Deadlock
if we
night
saw
shift
that
watcher,
go on.
but
Before we actually go to the break, we haven't really given too much of a shout.
let me
to
show you
subs
what
as well as donations that have come in.
Leviathan
Make
is
sure
up
to
against.
Get those donations coming forwards for the players, of course, especially if Leviathan's able to take this one. The money.
Abraham's
very
doesn't
important.
lose.
We had Pelican Deadlock coming in with $5. We had a lot of subs as well. Jester DM, Power Jammer, Nullbite, Juzu with the host, Zoka with the host, Tiny Moo, EP Plymouth with the subscription as well. There's tons more.
Here, I'll get O to make you
Coming.
happy.
We're going to a break. When we return, can Leviathan
I want my Twitch chat
wrap this up
happy.
2-0? That would be magical. You got to find out on the other side of this.
Oh. 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 Okay, I feel like, I don't know, it was a 40-minute game though. I'm sorry, Myra. I hope you can forgive me. Yeah, what if I played Mosif and Krillium? Can you have 7TV on YouTube? I see. Sorry, YouTube, no emotes for you guys. Sorry. Sorry. Bow, bow. I want to play World of Warcraft.
Stop!
I want to ruin my life.
No, you do not.
Oh, fuck. Oh. You lost Gumi to WoW? Gumi? Okay, all of my wives are playing WoW. Aramori is playing WoW. Gumi's playing WoW. Reinho is playing WoW. And Rainbow is brand new, so I wouldn't be alone in being new. But I also know I'll get way too into it and I'll never leave my house again. And you'll get less streams because I'll be too into World of Warcraft and I'll want to end and play WoW. And you won't get any YouTube videos because I want to spend all my free time playing WoW. Nope, I've never played it in my life. The only MMO I played is Wizard 101. That shit was gas. I'm like level 70 in Wizard 101. Not to flex or anything. Not to flex or anything. And I did that as an adult because when I was a kid, my mom would never let me go past the paywall. I played a Storm Wizard. I wonder what class I would be in WoW. Oh no. What class am I in
You're a
WoW?
rogue.
I'm a rogue?
You're a rogue.
Choose your adventure, a personality matching quiz. Wait, how do I take the quiz? Lore? Is there a quiz? Wait, Death Knight, Demon Hunter, Druid, Hunter, Mage, Monk, Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, Warrior. Oh no, this is how they get me. Oh no. Playstyle, DPS. Close quarters. Squish. The more squishy you are, the less damage your armor blocks. I want all the squishiness. Give me everything. Shadows. Oh yeah, I'm a... Yeah, I'm a... Yeah. 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 Yeah, I'm a rogue. I always play the glass cannon high movement, super up close skill daggers. I'm like,
Is that the first stick to fall
Yeah.
here for Abraham's going up against Leviathan as Leviathan takes the 1-0 lead in this
Oh, they're
series,
back.
But if you're only just tuning in now, not in the way you may
no
have
more World
thought.
of
We've just
Warcraft.
seen
I
Nolan
need to
Krill,
stop myself.
the Hitman, terrorize the
Thank you, Cassius. I must have...
Happy 50
It's been an
months.
exciting
3.
game so far.
I must have...
Jake ZP, we are already guaranteed
Restraint.
a great series here, Jake, to see if Leviathan can topple the
That's funny, Mara.
It would be shocking to see an upset.
Think
It's
you
been
ready?
a hot second in the night shift, but as you were saying, I think last week, ZP, it always feels
Y'all,
the most impossible
yesterday,
when it actually does
our
happen.
Mori
It's
and
when
I
the
went
team
to the
starts feel
beach.
a little overconfident, like they almost can't lose. They could be a little bit
And
crazy.
I wore
they go with whatever
a
picks they
bikini
want,
in public
and
for
then
the
a
first
team that
time.
really comes together and finds their moment. Can
scary.
snatch that away. For 8
My ass
games,
was out.
You gotta do something difficult here. You gotta win 2 back-to-back. Keep
My
it very clean.
cheeks
They've
saw the
lost
sun.
back-to-back many times before. But to be down 1-0 is a rare occurrence for them. It's been a while. They have won these comeback scenarios before.
My
To be
cheeks
clear,
saw the
I don't
sun.
think they're out
It
of
was
this
a little
by
bit
any
cold.
means, but this is Leviathan's
we were
best
lying
chance in
down.
what feels like
And then a man approached us, and he was like,
You know, I
Hello.
gotta say, Claris, when you said the Hitman, it just brought me back to.
Did
a really
y'all
date
manage
myself
to do
here. If I was
parking
thinking, like,
okay?
Hitman in terms of
I've been
normal
trying to
wrestling,
download
you
the
brought
app,
Hitman
and it's
heart,
not working.
Bo Curl just walking out
And then
of
I
the
was like,
wrestling
oh,
trunks with, like, the theme music
I'm not gonna
playing
lie, I
before
forgot to
putting
even
a
pay for
substance
parking.
sharpshooter for the 8th time in game. As
And then he was
Chris
like,
is
oh,
tapping us, like,
well,
"Please,
that's
God,
okay.
stop."
And then he initiated more conversation.
believes that Mo and
And I
Krill
was
is
like,
the best there is, the
what are
best
y'all
there
doing
will, the
here?
best
Are
there
you
ever
from
will be,
around
right?
here?
That is what
Excellent.
I'm
Chat
from Las
believes here
Vegas.
right now. That
I
is for
like
sure.
my
But
job.
yeah, I mean,
Are you here for
that's
vacation?
another
He was
aspect
very
of
nice,
Leviathan
very
who I care about
kind.
that draft is no shift.
And
It
I was-
did
and
not
I was
give
just,
him
like,
chance
lying
whatsoever.
down.
Obviously, I think that probably calls for some
looking up at
speculation as to
him
what may go
with
on in
my
this
hand
strategy,
covering
Jake.
my
It's
eyes
still
from the
extremely
sun.
potent, extremely powerful, and maybe somebody takes it this time around.
And Aramori was like
Be surprised if we see
flashing
too
her
many more
wedding
games
ring
where Shiv is untouched like that, especially you
as
got
much as
players like
possible.
Together and D-Mob who could pilot it so confidently. You know, the
And then-
Apollo, I think, is
Oh,
a
sorry
little
if you
bit
hear my
riskier in
washing
sense of
machine.
going for that snowball,
And
maybe has
then
higher
when he
potential to
walked,
blow up the game
as he
than
was
Shiv, but
about to
Shiv
leave,
also,
he
I think, is a
said,
much better
"Well,
killer
it
who
was
gets those
lovely to
ultra
meet
late
you.
scenarios. He's gonna be Mr.
I'll come back
Reliable
with my
because that
business
execute
card
is
later."
almost
And I
always
was
gonna
so
find that
confused
value,
because
somewhere
I
in the game,
was like,
especially with Shiv's tankiness,
why would
given
he
his
give me
passive.
his
So,
business card?
now into the draft,
He
the
was
crucial
just a
moment for
friendly guy
Abrams
who was
where
talking
this
to
is
me
all
and
on the
was
line. You
curious
slip up
about
from the
his
draft
parking.
now, could mean the championship slips out
And
of
then
your
that's
hands, and
when
Leviathan are able to
I
snatch this
learned
upset. So
that
this
he
needs to be
was
a clean draft there,
flirting.
just opening Bandit
Whoa,
with the first
people
pick.
do that.
Bandit, I believe
I
that's
can
submitted
never
last week. They
tell.
do not want to deal with the
Yeah.
Bandit.
He wanted to give me his phone number.
He's just gone up in priority.
That's
People
what his
realize
card
Venom
was
is good and they wanna
for.
deal with it. And Leviathan, I mean, they feel like taking away the paradox from Taz is one of the best ways of weakening
Oh.
Abrahams. And we'll see what changes this time around for Abrahams.
Oh.
I would expect probably the silver to
Yeah.
come in because
And I was
also,
like,
if you're
oh,
Leviathan,
okay,
you gave up a
cool.
blueprint to deal with the Celeste.
And then he came back.
Not as big of a blueprint
He
to
like
deal with silver, so
paid
yes, for
attention to
Leviathan,
when we were leaving.
Break looked really
And
good
as
on
we left,
Celeste.
he left at the
But if you're
same time
Abrahams, then
and
you
walked
actually
back
consider
to
going
the
to Moan
parking
Crew
lot
before
with
the
us
mid-stage ban,
and
so
gave me
you
his
could give
business
Leviathan a
card.
taste of their own medicine.
But I
I
feel
think the
bad
problem for Leviathan
because
are
I
gonna
lost it
come
on the
with
way to the
Abrams.
car
The second
and I
pick,
didn't
a
even
little
see
bit
his
more
name
credible.
or
They
his
just
phone
go
number
Celeste,
or
they
what
say
job he does. I was
real
curious
love.
about what job he
You know, I
does.
wonder, is this a little
Because
bit of mental warfare on some extent where
because
okay,
if
so
he
you're
had
thinking
like
the
a
Celeste
really
is a
cool
big
rich
deal,
guy
and
job,
then you pick
that would
Celeste
make me feel
yourself?
more flattered. You know, like, oh, this cool rich guy was flirting with me.
Oh, they go with the mean. Okay.
Oh.
So they're gonna give up monster front
My
line.
wife thought I was
They're
flirting
gonna
with her
give
when I
Abrams
actually
and
couldn't hear her
Silver, arguably
question,
the
so I
top two
leaned in to hear her
frontliners
say
in
it
the game, which have
again.
been drafted
So
at
funny,
an
Tado.
extreme premium in the last few months of competitive deadlock. If you're watching competitive deadlock at all, you know these heroes are super high prio. The question is, I think this is a huge pick for Abrams.
Wow,
What
wife
do they
thinks
get
I look
third?
so
The
hot.
front line locked in. I don't think they need any more. They really had a
Wow.
third, but it would be a little bit wild. Now's the question of what do you
Wow.
value the most? Is it like
Next
the
time,
Mirage, like
we
carry?
should take
Is it a
photos.
particular initiator since
I need
Paradox is out of the
bikini
pool?
photos.
This is a major decision point.
I
They
feel
go
like
with the
every
Mirage this
girl
time,
has,
ensuring, I think, a
maybe
more
not every
comfortable
girl.
choice for Sonya, someone who can go the distance in the
I
late
feel like
game.
having
I don't know
hot
that Warden
bikini
could.
photos is part of being a bad
Right?
bitch.
Like, there was no room for it
We're
to
out
do
of
the
toilet
farming
paper.
I think.
Oh
I
oh.
don't think they enjoyed
Wait.
the Sandia experience in the
Do you
end, but,
do you
the
need me to?
interesting thing is when you put
I
out the
can bring
Mirage
you.
here,
I
don't
can
know
bring
if
you
Warden wanted to
some.
go three frontliners anyways, so for Leviathan, they kind of realize, okay, we're
There
giving up
should
a
be
little
some
bit of a premium
under the
frontliners, but we're still gonna be able to pick up Billy
the sink.
at
They
a
could get
minimum.
Shiv.
Yeah, and Shiv is still available. If Abraham-
Unless Abraham's banded out.
Wait, did
feel
you
like
check
that would be
under
a
the
great
sink?
time to pick up the Shiv.
They should pick
If
it up,
if
I
you
think.
didn't,
Also, Bandit
there
GT, I
might be
think,
some there.
makes a lot
And
of
if you
sense.
did,
D-Mob
then
GT is one thing that
oh okay.
actually
If you
causes
did,
fits
then
both
it's in the
Mina
closet.
and
I'll
Celeste.
grab
It
some
would have
toilet
been a
paper.
pocket pick from
I can
Abraham,
go get
so
it right
actually think
now.
that is a really, really good ban. But
They
for
picked
Abraham,
Billy
here's my
and
question.
Mina
Do you pick
and
up the Moon Krill
Celeste.
yourself
Holy
as both
crap.
lockdown on the Celeste and Mina instead? Wait, why are
They
you
banned
banning
most
it?
of
The entire
Incredium.
point when Leviathan picked against you is that they're picking it
Whoa,
because
hot
they chase down the
woman
Celeste. Like, I don't
rogue.
think Leviathan was gonna pick the Moan Krill.
I said we couldn't measure the mental damage, but
Demon
I think
Hunter
there is a way
fantasy.
here.
I think so.
Oh, I might be
It's-
more of a
they go
demon
with
hunter.
awkward. I think they just feel like we do not want to
I
lose
think I'm
this
a
hero
demon
again. We
hunter.
just keep dying to Sai.
In Diablo 3,
Stupid
I played
combo
demon
chaos is one of those
hunter.
heroes that's- the frustration of playing against maybe leads you to make a questionable decision here. For Sai, the question is though, what else is he going to get to pilot in this game? And is he going to be able to have that same kind of impact that he had last match on the Moan?
Can I look
Feels
Asian?
like,
It's very
well, I don't
important
even
to
think They
me.
even needed to pick Rem there. I think they could have left it to the last and actually gone for something that could be potentially a little bit more contested. But I mean, they're
Or
going for it anyway.
racially
The reason is that
ambiguous.
this for Abrahams is now
Very
this is, like,
important to me when I
super
choose a
comfort.
character
This
to
is
play.
Unbelievable comfort for them right now.
It's getting more comfortable.
I
We
just
gotta
don't
pick
want to
Beaver
look
here, to be
white.
sure. And wait, no, they go Drifter. So Drifter, the E
Drifter.
special that has been getting higher pick and ban priority. But if you're Leviathan, do you steal the Bebop here? Because think about what Tass
Who's
is going to
behind
end up playing
me?
here. Tass normally
Paige?
loves playing Bebop as
Paige.
the go-to pick option.
I
when
wanna
Paradox
eat
isn't
her.
available. You can force Tass to go back on the Holiday or even a Haze.
Oh
that he
yeah, I
hasn't
can be a
really been
different
on
race
for
than a
long period of
human.
time. The
I
Apollo
don't
gets
think I
picked up,
want
but
to. I'm
am
racist.
curious what gets picked up playmaker wise?
The question for me is who's playing Drifter? Is this like a Hoot Drifter? I guess that would kind of fit his role. for like the high skill.
Oh,
with a little more
elves?
individual
Elves are
player
okay.
potential.
Because they look like humans
I mean,
pretty
going the
much.
Haze finisher for
But like
Leviathan,
taller
I
and
actually
hotter.
like the Haze as a potential matchup to Drifter, because Drifter wants to always do these ganks in the side lanes. He's somewhat predictable in that way that he wants to find these isolated kills. And I think Haze is actually a pretty sick hero at like hovering and counter ganking.
Oh, I am a
some of
vampire
these
like
attempts. I
Mina.
also think this makes
I move like a
Mirage's game quite
vampire.
a bit more scary. And Abraham's get the shiv in the 12th pick spot.
Last pick.
It's a very heavy front line for them though. Triple frontliner, maybe a little bit awkward draft wise. But I mean, with Rem there,
The washing machine is singing us a
song.
song.
There's kind of a lot
Wow.
of pressure on Leviathan, especially on Haze, to have a
Wow.
particularly good game damage-wise, which
Thank
is not what
you.
we've often associated Haze with.
Wow.
Often in the
Oh,
competitive
World of
play,
Warcraft
Haze
looks
play
really
more for that
fun.
tempo style, more for the showing up to a
I'm
tough fight
sorry,
style,
I'm sorry,
scaling
I'm
and
sorry,
snowballing,
I'm
but
sorry, I'm
you
sorry.
are
So
lacking a
bad.
little bit of gun damage in this Leviathan comp. and
That would
Legacy
be
has
so
particularly
bad.
getting some of those early kills. So
Yeah.
I think Abraham's a
So
better scaling
bad.
this game, and I think if it goes to that same kind of ultra late, I will favor them. But for Leviathan, a lot of comfort, a lot of ideal
Haze?
spots for them. And
What are
there's
these
a big
heroes?
question
Oh, they
mark
pick
of how the
Shiv.
hell are you going to deal with Celeste? You do not have them on pro. You
Oh.
don't have the Vindicta. I mean, Rem can build knockdown. You have Celeste with the
Yeah,
Polar
how
and the
are
ping
you
from
gonna
Abrams,
deal
but
with Celeste?
that's pretty much it. Like, and those aren't maybe going to be enough
Hmm.
this game. So Leviathan, I feel like
I didn't know
in
my
pole
model
position
could
to
make
take
that
this one,
face.
Celeste can have a huge game.
I am wondering, ZP, if Drifter is the answer to be able to pursue or kind of cause some chaos with Eternal Night, but at the same time, it feels to me like there's quite a bit of finesse potential to what Leviathan wants to bring here, whereas Abraham's, if they get into what is their normal groove, then this is just a gut punch, and this is a train hitting you.
The Abraham scaling is ridiculous this game. They 100% win late game, especially if it's even or to their big head. What's more interesting to me is I think you have to go back very far
Oh,
between
yeah.
both regions.
I wear that
to
all the
find a
time.
game where you don't have either Paradox,
Yeah.
Holiday, or
It's one of my
Bebop
favorite
played
shirts.
by one of the two teams.
It fits me really
you
well.
do sometimes get the Haze proximity pick
And I get to support my
compositions in lieu
wife.
of a Paradox or Holiday or Bebop, but usually the other team is running one of the traditional options. Both Bebop and Holiday were available towards the end of this draft. Neither
For that
picked
one,
up
I just
here.
do.
It was just Paradox that
Delicates
ate the
works
first ban,
good.
so in
Wait, is
terms
the
of
heat really
gameplay
high
flow,
on that
this
one?
game is actually a little bit of a rarity as everything is
I
on the
would
line
turn
for
it.
Abraham. So I'm actually really
You can
curious
just
to
turn it
see
off.
how this pans out because it's just
I
not
usually
a
do time
composition,
dry.
the composition that we've seen realistically.
And then I do
I
an
mean, that's
hour, and I
I'm
set it to
terrified of
like
Rem in their hands,
one,
Jake.
the lowest
We've
heat,
seen
or
it
the
so
second lowest
so
heat.
many souls for them to the point
'Cause
where
I don't want stuff
for the
to,
last week or two, it
Chungus.
was just a straight ban for teams going up against Abraham.
Oh, you have to turn
Yeah,
the dial
think some
to
of the
time
macro
dry.
threat from Mirage and Rem is going to be very scary this game. Also, Drifter,
And then
if he
I
can
I
find some
make the
kills
heat
in
the
side
second
lanes and
lowest one.
become this 1v1
Or even the
threat,
lowest.
I
It
think
takes
Drifter's a
longer,
character
but
that
less chance of
really wants to
shrinkage.
have a good game where once you become like a hero who can kind of win every 1v1, it just boxes the
You
enemy
can
in.
do
They
an
have
hour.
to
They'll
bring
probably not
numbers. They
even be
can't
done
just
in
have
an hour,
a single guy
TBH.
split pushing the side lane and farming, or they risk just getting ganked and giving up a bag to Drifter, making
Awesome.
the scenario even worse. So the snowball potential is real.
Awesome.
However, Drifter, similar to last game, right, can be a hero that falls off. I also
Wait,
think
look at this
Abraham,
face.
they're lacking in
Okay,
the team
are you
fight,
ready?
right?
Are you
Like,
ready?
they don't really have their team fight spell is Remo. And I mean, darkness is not bad in a team fight, but at this level, I think people are really good about counterspelling the darkness, and I'm kind of a little bit worried for Abraham's in some objective fights. I think they're gonna.
Jonas asked me, "Are you playing Marathon this weekend?" I said, "No, sorry, I'm going to Las Vegas with the girlies." And he said, "What? Social life? That's not the SK I know."
You know, Jake, as I take a look at this draft, the thing I can't really get away from is the idea that Abrahams just has to run out the clock here. I actually think if this goes super late, the advantage is pretty significant. I mean, look, Celeste isn't bad late game. Mina holds her own more than you'd expect. But I
Wait,
just think
Dado
when
used to
dealing
play
against
WoW?
Mirage,
He used to play
Silver,
WoW?
Shiv,
Wow.
Drifter, who does get terrifying as you get into the late game if he's had, you know, a remotely decent game. It's a bit tough. So Leviathan,
Together's getting smoked.
I've
on this
never
lane, by the
played it
way.
before.
Abraham's getting- Every time he steps up the creep,
Never, ever, 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 ever.
This is a Rem
Ever, ever,
Abrams
ever,
lane.
ever,
This
ever.
is like the hyper sustain lane. That being said, I don't know that Rem even
Blech,
has
I
skilled
burped.
tag along yet, but
Wait, I guess Destiny is kind of an MMO,
Last
huh?
game, Celeste just got crushed by combo a million
A
times.
degenerate amount of WoW from
Scale into the late game.
05 to
I think Celeste can,
2011.
like, actually
Whoa.
outscale this, and I also think yes, you have a lot of
Whoa.
individual carry scaling on Abraham's, but you're
That is
lacking
cool.
teamfight tools. And
I
in the
only
late
know
game,
2
honestly,
people
for me, the teamfight tools
who
are
have played
more
WoW.
important than, like,
Aramori
the
and one of
individual
my
carry
childhood
damage, right? You have a
friends.
bunch of carries who do high
Because his
damage,
dad
and
was
still
really
just
into
can't
WoW,
lock
and I was
anybody down, can't
jealous
step
because
up
my
on the
dad
map.
doesn't know what a
Everybody's
video
waiting for
game
someone else to
is.
start the fight and do something. This is like, I guess it's like together is gonna Phantom Strike somebody is the way you start a fight in the late game, but
The Abrams skin is a Deadlock Night Shift
I think a
themed
lot of these
Abrams skin.
teamfights,
Wow, this Celeste is doing
Celeste
damage.
just goes to
High
town
velocity
on
rounds,
Saint.
first
A
item.
lot of these team fights, I think, are a little bit dependent on the farm. Like, this is a very farm-sensitive game. As
Yeah, I
Kill
think that's my
just gets
problem. I
double
don't think
teamed,
I could
kicked
play
to the
casually. I would need to play
coming
like
in from
15
Fremont.
hours a
nice
day,
sleep
and then
from Sai.
SK would
Came in on
never
the
stream
rotate, just
again.
picked up an easy one there. And that's the Hayes value, right? Very early roam, pre 3 minutes on that first box run where it's hard to know if she's actually roaming or just going for boxes. Drifter maybe looking to match, though. A nice kill from Drifter into the side lane would be a great equalizing force.
I'm just
Connection is
so
good, but
interested in this
the
Drifter.
mobility
Why
from Celeste
Drifter?
just doesn't even really take much damage at all from that. So
Oh, that was
rotation
a...
comes in
Oh
from
wait, they're
Taz, but what does he
ganking
really have to show
mid.
for it? Not much.
Also,
Why?
Red is just going off to
There's no
mid
one-
here. It's just Abrams left on his lonesome
Wait,
left-hand side, so perhaps a little bit of a swap.
what's
Coming
happening?
here, this is the lane situation. This
Your
game
sneeze is so
this
cute.
Is actually wild.
Gosh.
How this is going down here so far.
I just
think
heard
he's
my
full
wife
boxing the vents
sneeze in
right
the other
now, and I think
room.
he's just running through the entire lower part of the map.
He was like,
Taz
achoo!
taking a potential trade with Hayes, but Hayes not too scared about this one. She got most of the boxes out of that little roam, so it's a very wild early game on the mini map with players just running.
What
all
is
over
going
the place.
on? Everyone's everywhere.
I'm curious how Abrams fares.
Rem
solo
has
in this
so
lane,
much
but it
money
seems
from
like there won't be
boxing.
Too much of a punish. A Saint back towards the lane right now, maybe looking for a bit of a back flank, but not necessarily the easiest.
Oh,
place to be.
interesting.
Great
He used the
moves
2 to get
there.
more damage on the
Bobby
1.
Razumi, it fades the melee hit from Taz, who's
All the
this
boxes
early
are
game,
gone
but so
already.
far, no profit.
Well, the fact that's Taz on the Drifter kind of betrays like how they're going to go about it playstyle-wise. Risky heavy melee, I think, for Together Go.
Wow.
Instead, looking
That
for
Apollo
free
is
block,
low.
advancing back over towards his Guardian, not going to be picked off.
Rem
from
is
that yet.
mad
Instead,
annoying
Saint
to play against.
overextends,
Whoa,
gets
he
punched by
died.
Rake.
And
Now see if he
the
can get a piece of
souls
anything
were
here as
stolen
you get
because
the
he
roaming
boxed
back.
so
Taz
much.
Shining Wonder, though, already onto the field and spread away for your teammate or Doom approaches.
Wow, that was the first
So
ult
nice
anyone
because it
got.
forces you to split and to run away from the Celeste, who could have been in trouble there. So not only do some big damage to Together and Taz, force him to think about a reset, but also you stay alive into this one. Although a deep dive.
Wow,
under
that
tower,
was so much
risky move
damage.
now from
Wow.
Together, wants his way back into this
That
game
was
one
a
way or
lot
the
of
other. Ray
discipline.
Rake,
I
just
feel
a
like I
sliver
would
of
have
HP. Surely
100
the
out of
dive's gonna be
100
good.
times
Yes,
just gone for
Taz
the
able to
Celeste
finish it
until
off,
I
finding a
died.
Crucial kill, some blood
Or
for
she
the Drift.
died.
Yeah, a little bit of an isolation stack coming in there too. And okay, so what we've learned from Tass is that Tass now has Drifter in his pool and is playing it pretty active to roam. Rem is gone almost entirely to the tunnels, and that is so much damage on the free.
Hi,
Who just gets back to
Nation.
lane and pays a massive tax
Bello.
here, Jake.
Yeah, Taz, a lot of confidence
Bello.
here. Has to go
Oh.
back and buy that life strike, but if he goes down now, this would be pretty painful. You'd love to get a little bit of a reset with the life strike. It's a huge buy.
Wow,
It's
3,200
a
early.
ridiculous amount of sustain,
That
allowing
is
Taz to,
crazy.
go for these
Life
really
strike
risky
first
potential
item.
trades. Nice catch.
Oh.
Lockdown is
Wait, he has
very
TP
good on
still.
Drake. Needs to play his way
He doesn't
perfectly out
take
of
it.
this one. But the evasion may be good enough. Hayes ulti, though, on this side of the map is continuing to push things in. So Sai
Oh, I need to
off
respond
the
to your
boat grill
DM.
on to the Hayes.
Cat,
And
should I
kill
hang out
off
with
Dima.
Bulgur?
The bloodletting's good enough for the kill, and even Taz, the life strike, not good enough to sustain. Fremont and Rake turn that one around all across the map. Leviathan up to a 4K lead at 5 minutes. They're really building on the momentum of game 1, ZP.
Together.
Damn,
decided to
everyone's
double
saying
down.
no.
Seismic Slam coming out. Going in after Rake, who's 100 HP, but it's a Celeste. I mean, Together doesn't
Oh
care.
my god.
Chase down, blast after blast, one more shotgun shot's
I
gonna do
missed.
it. Rake dancing in
Wow.
the air, finally taken down. Together, able to chase it down as Abrams, and now we'll see if he gets away. And that flawless advance hitting the wall. I spot a few flaws there, Jake.
He's dead.
Yeah, Mina's
here to
here.
clean it up.
Yeah, getting that punish kill is very nice. OC's continuing to farm up here. 5.6 Cam Lamina doing super well. By the way, Sai off to a
No,
fantastic
it'll be in
start.
a few
5K is
months.
a great place to be. Speculative knocks not
Come early, Bulgur. We will hang out.
By the Drifter ulti. Still puts a bit of damage down and maybe assists in this Walker defense. So really well paid despite the
Can
blindness, but
we
he's
go
secured
to a
perfectly
bar
holds on
and
to
you
most of the
drive
HP
and
of
I
that
get
big
really
buddy.
drunk? And we play
Tass continuing
pinball?
to play, which is probably the most fitting term for it, the homeless drifter. Like we've had.
Yeah,
homeless
You wanna
drifter
drink
before,
too?
but, like,
Fuck.
if a more
Okay.
accurate drifter
Okay, we
actually,
can
like,
Uber
just
and
walking
both
from
get
side to
drunk.
side, living up to the name.
Okay.
And this
And
Mina roam
again,
is crazy. She's just in.
Okay, I'm just cheap. That's all.
Sai coming in for the backup here. Sai, more than willing to turn this into a fight. This works out on the left-hand side. Right-hand side, it's getting fast and furious too. OC's able to take down Dimov with the aid of the rallying charge.
You're not.
Yeah,
Thank
Dimov just
you.
got
I appreciate
absolutely
that.
deleted there.
When
Sai
Boger
even
comes, he,
lives into this
he
one.
buys all the food. Nice
Lead.
guy.
Still relatively stable for Abrahams. They able to find any more kills, hold some of these key towers. Very
He's
tanky
for
build
everything.
Together. He's kind of all in on being able
It's
to
an
hold on and then
acceptable
really get
trade-off
high.
for the
Super
chaos of
Bowl
having a
goes
man in my
really
house.
risky. Step up forward with the life strike. That's not even close to enough sustain. Massive spirit nukes punishing Taz. An overextension on the drifter. Tower being parried. And Celeste over the top of Abrams. So hard for him to find this pin. He waits it out, but
I still
there's
have
not
a
enough to
huge
actually
bottle
go
of
for it.
vodka,
The
that's
counter
true.
pressure, and that's going to be tower down. Kalaris,
Maybe
though,
we can just
100
get drunk
points in the fight,
here
which Leviathan
and
in
open
very strong
Pokemon
position to
cards.
maybe claim a piece of now in what feels like the first time in months here on DLNS Europe.
Oh,
Off to the
goodbye.
side, overseas, able to just
Wow.
run down Dimov. Abraham's getting manhandled
Abrahams
here.
is getting
Center
owned.
sacrifice is about
They're
to
minus
spawn in.
7k right now.
Off on the
That's
other end.
unheard
And
of.
all across the map,
What's going on?
Leviathan is feasting a nearly 10K
Where's the-
lead.
it's under the
It
sink.
could
Do you
be
want
the
some?
game where Abrahams
Should we
is
drink
actually
tonight?
doing the advantage turn for the first turn.
They are
We can
looking
just
in
buy
dire
some
straits.
lemonade.
This is earn advantage territory. A counter kill into Fremont is nice. Celeste steps up here and also maybe has to run away. So together, showing real prowess on the Abrams would be a key part of any kind of a comeback attempt into this match. But with the wave crashing against
lemonade
his
and drink
blocker,
some-
he has to just
okay,
take that
I'm-
long road
I'm
home just
down.
to keep this wave
We need to
somewhat sustained.
refrigerate it though.
But it's all over the
Refrigerator.
map where Leviathan are putting on the pressure. Every single player getting into these fights, they're playing with a full head of steam with total confidence. Historically, Abrahams has been very good at continuing to bring numbers to these fights and just never backing down. But this game, they feel a lot weaker than we
Your
traditionally
long-term
have.
investment.
Jake, OC's economy, that's illegal. That was insider trading on some level. 9.6K pre-10.
We don't have much time though.
He's like Rome and punish,
'Cause we gotta
finally
wake
quickly get
up,
somebody back to the
and I need
farm.
to
It's been a
be
relatively quiet
performative
game for him.
now.
Every time he has gotten active, I think
I need to go
there's
pick
been
up
a
the
reward for it.
dresses.
So
You have your
really well played
podcast.
economy-wise.
We gotta
4-0
wake
and
up.
0. Irizumi also 4 assists, has that
Is
knockdown
that
up on
is
the
it
big
legal? Am I
9
allowed?
minutes into the game. No one's really gonna have any tools to deal with knockdown. Here comes a big dive in Shining Wonder. It's
Can
good.
you drive with
Here.
large
Tap
amounts
one
of
more, but still
alcohol in
continuing
your
to bounce around.
car?
Massive damage from this orb.
I don't wanna
Onto
get in
the triple
trouble.
frontliner From Abraham. They're getting absolutely destroyed here as they do find that kill onto Fremont, but with Silver coming in, this should be maybe a bit of a back off now. But Celeste hasn't had enough of this just yet. Still just barely can't find
How
a
do you
kill
think
on Abraham.
alcohol travels?
Like and curse about
I
to
don't
fade, but
know.
not before
Drug
Irizumi
dealers.
gets her face ripped right off. Hoot though, looking for a little bit of
You have to
seconds
put it
here
in the
into
trunk.
lane, chasing
Yeah,
down
but we're like
a pretty
crossing
good
state
Mirage. Seiya
lines.
looking for a bit of anything to help out here. Drops a tornado, and do you still commit here if you're Rayek, knowing that others are still around? The answer right now appears to be no, but also in the same note, Sanya comes back to the fight. Hoot
Oh, you just
comes
put
back
it in the
over,
trunk.
takes down Sai,
I
and
see.
It turns a bit of burger boxing here in the
Ah,
world. That's very
I
much
see.
in Abraham's favor.
Yeah, textbook Abraham's
Ah.
back into this, but here comes Billy. That could be just too
So,
much to deal with.
okay,
He's
so I
barred
just
up
shouldn't
and
drive
over,
around
so
with it in my
he's going
hand.
into this one, and the earn control still gonna go to Leviathan. So they take a couple of rough deaths there, but Billy coming in bails that one out.
We do
Being
have
able to
bigger
grab the buff.
issues.
It's not for free though. Trade comes in.
Last
together,
night
picks
I
up
was
that
si-
mid
I was in the shower and I was like, oh
Phantom
man,
Strike, ridiculously early buy
what if
Phantom Strike this
they
game,
need
but
people
it
for
can
this
be
war
warranted given
and the
lack of
draft
pick that you have
happens?
in the comp.
Also, I think when you're looking for the ability to get in onto Celeste a little bit more, and you know, for how Abraham's positioning, they don't really care about the earn. It
What
seems
if-
they have other
What if
priorities
I
as
get
Taz
drafted?
began
I would say
dedicating
no,
instead.
and then I
Able
would
to get to the
dodge.
teleporter in time, but nothing's gonna stop
Free
the
earn.
ability from the easy
But
dodge,
then they would put me in
which is gonna
jail.
extend the lead for Leviathan.
I don't wanna go to
Abraham's done a
jail.
good job of evening things out, but
And-
the
and
difference
which
when you
jail would
see
they put me
trade
in?
Here, Jake.
What if they
As
put me in the
Leviathan
wrong
sneak
one?
in from Sai. Now rotation over
If you
in
think
from
about it,
Leviathan,
either
and
way,
together
I'm
in
getting
a
life.
world of hurt.
I'm getting like
Goes
a
in, gets hit by the
lifelong
charge,
trauma,
but no wall to
whether
keep
I
the
dodge or
together,
not.
Is desperately looking for any way out. Mina on the assault, gonna fish him off.
A lot of damage coming in, but with the spell magic just being held right now, I don't think Mita's under any kind of serious
Oh,
threat.
that's true. I do have a few mental illnesses that might disqualify me.
This is a very risky step up now from Mirage. OC's brawling this one out, but hold on. Taz is here with the follow-up damage. The rallying charge forced to be used essentially
Oh,
purely
thank God.
defensively there.
Phew.
just to keep Overseas alive. Still, you're glad Irizumi was there for that one. A deep dive under the walker gets punished. I believe Overseas got parried diving the walker there. So well played. by
That's so
Abraham.
scary,
definitely some
Justicar.
overaggression out of
I
Leviathan.
hope you're okay.
Abraham's still looking for pickups here. This time turn their attention to Freemock, who was off in the secret shop. Now
I'm
gets
dead.
swarmed Up near the
I
buff.
froze.
Eats a little bit of damage here from Together, who doesn't like the situation, drops off the bridge, and now get a
Ah.
little bit of Magic Wonder in.
Sorry.
Rayek, a full
I
HP
fixed
delay.
it.
Once more, looking
Probably
for
not fit for
Abrams.
combat.
Magic Wonder dropped, bouncing
No,
to
no,
the
no,
floor.
no, no,
Together
I'm
again
really
is just
buff.
Pummeled from all sides and taken down by the advance, courtesy of Freemock with some help from Sai.
Yeah, and maybe finding more out of this play as well. Lockdown onto Silver. It's going to force that ult out, but I think with the Toxic continuing to proc, the sleep coming in, Sai in perfect position once again to catch off these stragglers. He's been so active on the haze this game, and it really feels like he's almost always been successful here. Feeds OCs yet more, up to 15k souls.
You know what I was thinking the other day? It would be really suboptimal to die by getting bombed. Because if I die in a single tragic isolated accident, then everyone will talk about it, right? But if I die at the same time thousands of other people die, then they're going to talk about everyone else and my death will get a lot less attention.
Ever seen a night shift, especially for EU. I mean, this feels like some of the more chaotic NA games, but there's been a little bit of rhyme and reason to some of these rotations. But while we have a moment of lull here, just gotta give another shout out to Claire's, dropping $900 to the prize pool. Exclamation point donate. That all goes to the winning teams in North America and EU.
You're taking my
respectively.
PC if I get
Today's split
bombed?
between the two regions.
Okay,
Thank you
that's
so much for those
fine.
who donate to the prize pool, and
What would be my
we'll
will?
get to the donation messages as we get
Give
to
all my money to
Jake,
my
this game has
little
just been so
younger
active
sibling
that we just had
so
to
they
talk
can
about
go
the
to
athletes
school
who
to
fell.
be a
Finally,
chef.
this is the first lull in the
And
game after basically 10
give
minutes
my
of nonstop
Shamut
action.
to Aramori.
Very active build here
And
for Sai. Drifter building a lot of melee damage though. I mean, that's gonna really hurt when he hits those claws.
post my
Knockdown
sexy
hits, already
cosplay
made up
pictures
for
on
Locker
Twitter.
for a pin now, but the Toxic is taking away on him.
'Cause
Being
I don't have to
contained
worry
by the
about the
Neon, just
repercussions
this one down.
anymore.
Abrams goes for that ulti slam, but just a couple more Toxic ticks are maybe gonna be enough still. Passive from Abrams, giving him that tankiness. I mean, this is the downside. You go for the Phantom Strike, you lack the fighting power that you would typically have at this soul
Does
value.
Boger get
Still,
anything?
OCs thinks
Yeah,
better
you
of
can
it.
have my
Big
PC.
support push coming in for Abrahams to bail out together, but if you don't find the
And
kill
my
on
bottle
OCs,
of
it's gonna be a
vodka.
costly rotation for not much reward.
And OCs was able to just barely clear out, got some support from Rayek, who came in on the rotation, stopped the pursuit.
And Myra, you should take Ui and Mimic You. They're very important.
That's going to be a long death timer. Like, OC's dying would be a good 45, 50 seconds off the map. So it's a super high priority kill if you're able to get it. But take a look here.
Oh,
Luck on the Apollo, a little bit
wow,
of
that was aura.
There's the walk
quicker
rest. I didn't even
retreat.
know you could do that. All right.
You can.
That's a little nice play there. Ultimate comes in, you get some connection, but Italio saw not
Oh,
only
and
gets
you
it,
can have all my
also
clothes,
keeping
Myra.
him potentially out of trouble still.
Wait,
Big
I don't know if
rotation
they would
here
fit,
from
though.
Abraham should be able to punish
I'm
this
tall.
Freemock stepping up. So that takes 4 players coming in to get that gank. What's going to be the cost elsewhere on the map? Silver in massive trouble. Really needs to get this like more pop. Might be able to get it done and hold on in the small room. Still, not enough. Rayek brings the spirit.
Is anyone here dangerously skinny and 5'8"? You can have all my clothes.
Also, in terms of trades, while souls-wise, it makes a little bit more sense for Abrahams. I think it's way more punishing to lose your silver of the two. Like, I'm not ultra convinced that they fall in the late game, whereas one of the keys to victory for Abrahams is that who needs to get online. So the more you can do the kick silver when she's down, in this instance, the better. And okay,
5'9". Wait, Dado, I feel like my clothes would fit you.
Losing most of their HP, courtesy of Together, right place.
Not that you're dangerously skinny.
She gets
She's
to the
fine.
air, and
But our builds are similar.
Yeah, I mean, Together had to use the Phantom Strike just to connect. I feel like you almost need to save the Phantom Strike there for the aerial knockdown it can provide. But Celeste is standing back into this.
You
Some
can
aggression
you
here
can
from
have
the
all my
Silver Lightning
cosplays.
Curse, but chasing onto the Apollo, it just doesn't seem to be likely to work here. Big ult from Mina sends this aggression packing.
Nice.
Counter damage there, but not
Let's
much damage
go.
found by Hoot in this game. I think it's a really hard game for
Why is
Silver.
she
Like,
giving
he
away?
doesn't
Oh,
have that much
this is in the
block on his team to
hypothetical
actually
that I
make sure The
die.
Lightning Curse gets value, and I mean, Taz in a world of hurt in the close range just ticks out to the Toxic Mosies. Supports right behind him, ensuring that he can continue to fight aggressively despite this low HP total.
Also, Jake, I mean, that was another urn that just went towards Leviathan. They're extending the lead, 13,000 over Abrahams. The
I probably
streak
won't die
is
anytime
at
soon, though.
stake.
Short of a
Where
tragic
We haven't
accident.
been in this situation in a very, very long time. To see Abraham's vulnerable, but Leviathan, they're adding on to their advantage. They're not missing a beat. They're going to add the extra walker here in just a moment. And Ray may not have to give up their life. Like, yeah, you got
Celeste
Hoot
is
over
just
there.
Whoa,
Yeah,
wow.
she's just playing
Leviathan
a
is
game the
cooking
rest of
them.
the CP.
They just
Like,
mogged them
sort
off of that walker.
looking up above. Oh, my walker's dead, I guess.
Yo, that's awesome,
Fremont
Hiko.
potentially,
Wait,
although some
Booger, are
nice
you saying
damage
you're gonna kill me?
From Taz makes him think a little bit twice.
Please don't kill me.
Tries to just get
I'll
out,
be
but the
sad.
execute He's good on Demon, not even needing to deploy the ult for that one. Just the damage from Slice and Dive enough to clean up the kill. So, Fremont, you're not playing Celeste. You gotta think about your positioning.
You know, Jake, while I want to be the hype man for Leviathan finally taking the throne, I also just saw an image of death, which was D-Mob on Shiv. The amount of times that D-Mob, even in a game
Five
like
eight
that,
is
got a
hot.
little bit,
I feel
you
like,
know, of a slow start.
I don't know.
1 and
Maybe
3
the
right
people
now,
I hang
easily
out with
with
are
D-Mob
just
at
short.
9 and 3, 15 minutes from now, as Shiv gets online. So,
Fiona.
looking at this going, is this the time?
Next to execute.
Well, I feel like 5'8" is pretty tall
That is interesting. Goes for the max execute
for
pretty
for a
early.
lady
He's
anyway.
focused on tanking us and spirit damage in this game.
What's the average
Once again,
American
just
lady
caught
height?
him
It's like
first, and
5'5",
Sai has been
right?
Just the absolute master of these punishing kills. It's not the Mo and Krell, it's the pilot himself. Sai
I think
finds one,
average,
Apollo easily clearing this wave off. You gotta run for the hills, Abraham.
guy
This is
height
enemy side of the map.
5'9".
Bit of a mid siege being
No, it's
postured here.
5'5".
3
There's
players
no
on
way
the
it's
mid, but
5'4".
do
That's
really
too
wanna fight
short.
Billy Page, who've just been
5'5"
going
is
for
like
the most part in
average.
this game.
5'4"
Tornado
is like you're
barrage,
really
have to
short.
evade
5'4" and
the
below.
captivating read, just
There's
travel
no
his way
way
in,
it's
and he's stuck, knocking down
average.
the damage is just enough, overwhelming on
5'4"
Tasani.
is like
Tried to tease out of
tiny.
that one. It just gets beamed down with headshots
Like
and
child.
okay,
Not-
a mid-boss is like,
I'm just kidding.
wow,
What?
at
It
this
says
moment,
the average is
why is
5'3"
NTP
3.5"
themselves?
inches. So everyone's a
See, I think this
baby.
is one of those moments where Abrahams has punished teams severely for trying to do early mid-boss when they're ahead. I mean, if you feel confident to get it, it's huge, but it
A
could come at
6'5"
huge
lady?
risk.
Are you
Still,
single?
They go up the outside. It's more of a fake. They punish Taz for just
Hit
picking
my
his head in,
line.
and now there's more of an opportunity, perhaps, to go in.
Together? Where's Together? Look at him on the Abrams. What is he doing? Is he in like a veil or something? He's waiting this one out. I think he might be in position to look for a cheeky steal. They get the actual roar, but it looks like they want to go for that decay put on the Billy. Shiv wants to get players low for an execute.
got Rem.
Wants to contest the mids. They have Remsley. They have a lot of powerful
I
tools
was
in this
just
Leviathan.
telling
Taking a
Armor
massive
yesterday,
risk in the
whenever
series,
I
but
see,
they're playing with full
I
comms
love
right now.
climbing. I love heights. Like whenever I see a mountain, I want to climb the mountain. Or like if I see a really tall building, I want to go to the top of the building. Or like if I see a really tall woman.
On the entire cast of Leviathan, Abrams happy to only lose maybe a couple players, but there's more to fall into this one. They cannot back out now.
And the tides are turning against Abrahams even more so. The cleanup all going towards Leviathan after they snatch up all 3 rejuvenators. And that was a gutsy call. I mean, to go for that against things
Wow.
like that faith that OCs is going to land a really good
Abrahams
roster,
might
the slowdown,
lose.
some of the contest. I mean, that is not an easy call to make. And now you got
Wait.
Leviathan up 20,000.
This is historical, no? I don't know if they've won Deadlock Night Shift for like 6 months straight.
Later, Abrahams has never been in more danger here in Night Shift than they are right here, right now, as Leviathan very well
What?
could be on the verge of a bit of deadlock history.
It's been a long time since we've crowned a new champion, and I feel like Leviathan are clamoring
This
for
is
it to be
crazy.
them here in Europe. Still, we've seen Abrahams make more ridiculous comebacks in this. I
125K.
don't think that's a stretch at all to say. I don't think that's even copium.
Oh my
Talked about the
god.
scaling potential of this lineup.
They're down 25k and they have no, they have rejus.
Is a little bit more suited to
Oh
brawling in the middle of the
gosh.
map.
Yo, that's
Things
good to
could
hear,
go a
Hazelnut.
little bit out of control here,
I'm
but
sorry
I
to
hope for
everyone
Celeste,
who is
seems
short.
like a
That
pretty good
I don't
height to
actually
have.
mean it. Short is really cute. It's a
Alright,
good
they
height
get
to
picked
be.
up by overseas. Leviathan, the last thing they would want here, Jake, is to give up a
I've been
comebacker and
I'm
give
jealous
Abrahams
of
room to get
short
back into the game. There's still
at times.
big looming threats. in
I
regards
feel
to
like
both the Mirage and the Shiv if it goes too late. Together,
when
though,
I'm
goes
tall,
for the charge here. On to
there's
Fremont.
like
It's
multiple
more
kinds
technical
of
at this
pretty,
point. They
right?
really feel
There's
the
like-
difference in stats
there's like,
between the two teams. And on the other
like
side, here comes
hot
Shiv. This time, looking for
and-
Irizumi.
and-
brings out the wolf,
and
but the target is long gone.
sexy,
And
which
Abrahams
short
doesn't
girls can
quite
be,
pan out as
and
the
there's
urn gets turned in
and
yet
tall
again.
girls can also
Yeah,
be,
not only they get their
and
arm
there's
turned in, but they
cute,
also
and I feel like
protect
it's hard
Fremont. They
for a
make sure
tall
he
girl
doesn't
to be
go down.
cute,
Irizumi with a
but
great
short girls
save.
are so cute.
Danny slays thanks to the 25 bucks to the prize pool. D-Mob in big trouble, potentially.
Oh.
It's good
Oh,
enough.
he's
The
dead.
connection is good. The curse onto the Shiv is going to slow him down on this exit, and he's already dead on his streak to
Damn.
the bloodletting. OC's going to pick up that kill, adding insult to injury. An 8 streak for the carry of Leviathan. Still a lot of time to work with on this rejuve, and Billy
I feel
is
like
not
with
done
my
yet. Steps up,
features,
takes
I
down Sane.
cannot be
Happy to
cute.
brawl with Taz
I must
and Booker
always
with
be
the free life essentially of that rejuve. They're not even necessarily committing on this fight. They're splitting across the map and getting it all done at once. Sai, I believe, also fighting with Rayek on the opposite side, not giving any room to breathe to Abrahams right now.
I'm cute.
Starting to get a little bit
Oh,
chills at the
thank
streak being
you.
broken, which is more of an
I
actually
see.
probably the fact that I've
Well,
been
I
really sick
have my
today
little
and just
VTuber
covering up our
chungus.
broadcast. But either way,
But
the body is reacting to what we're seeing right now.
I see,
As
I'm wrong.
Abrahams, you know, this
I
is
see.
where Jake normally we'd talk about win conditions, like it's a little bit, it's not looking great. It's not the same right now when this is at stake.
see.
When all
Thank you,
Leviathan
chat
has
room.
to do is stay the
My
course,
insecurities.
and they will break the longest streak in EU deadlock history.
This is
Sai
crazy.
expensive rejuve on the other side of the map, but together lost all of his HP for that.
36k.
And a knockdown.
How'd he even
seems
come
to have
back from
sealed his
this?
fate already. OCs comes in as always OCs,
Hi,
finding
Frank.
these kill finishes, adding to the
Hello.
streak now, and building ahead of steam as the carrier for Leviathan. Not too much time left on the rejuves here, so a bit of an interesting decision as OCs is not scared. He is stepping up into the small room.
I just remember
Running
in
down there,
college.
Mirage tries
Oh,
to
goodbye,
shoot, but I don't think
Sonya.
this one, man, the beam is good. OCs
Oh
just
my
railing in
God.
headshots, 75 euros from Emmy Flake, further buffing up this prize pool.
In college,
Leviathan are
all
gonna be
my
happy to hear
roommates
about it.
were
They
like
can taste it already.
5'2"
Feels
or
like this is their
shorter.
game to throw at this point, ZP.
And I'm 5'8", so I felt like
It's
a
unbelievable.
giant
Leviathan
with
doing
them.
everything
I felt like
properly.
a
And, again,
freaking
normally we'd be looking at this and be
monster.
like, yeah, this is just normal what you do in the climb. Nearly gets the hyperline on the D-mob.
This
Listen to
guy
that D-mob,
is
able to get off
farming.
just in the nick of time. But for Abrahams, who have come back from a 70,000 soul deficit at one point, if you go back
What?
to the Trolley tournament,
Really?
this somehow feels like it would be
Okay.
a bigger comeback, Jake.
40K.
Which they would have to play to bring it back. And the
How
fact
do you
that
even save
the
this?
lockdown and
There's
kill
not
at
even like a
28,000
like Sonya has 24k, he's the
to
richest.
Kamina.
There might be a saving grace if Sonya has like
You know, the
30
unsung
or
hero
something.
For me here, I mean, you talk a lot about Sai and the pickoffs to make things happen, but overseas has been an insurmountable barrier, both in the earned fights and in some
Beautiful
of the
women make
team
me really
engagements that we've
nervous.
seen from Leviathan. And the question is right now, Jake, can they stay the course? Can they play out the rest of the game without making a mistake? And on the same note, if you're a fan of Abrahams, how deep does their champion blood go? As they have
be
dug
stuttering.
themselves out of bad situations before.
I mean, this feels so dire, though. This whole game has just been wall to wall.
Yesterday,
Leviathan.
Aramori
There's
put on makeup and got
one
all
or two
dressed up, and I
decent
was
moments
like,
for Abrahams, but they have not found, I think, a single moment where it really feels like they're in control of the game. Which is, I don't know that we've ever felt that from them, right? It feels like they're a team that always has something going for them in every single game they play. And this draft, although yes, in theory, there's some late game scaling. If you find yourself this far behind, a lot of these heroes just
Oh my
aren't
gosh.
online. They just don't have the damage. Leviathan are gonna play this one patient. I mean,
the Silver and Mirage get a lot of money. Maybe they can save it.
Especially somebody like a Mirage. But
We might be
at the same
watching a
time, you have to,
historical
just really
Deadlock
patient,
night
wait for these
shift.
buffs and wait for these urns to spawn these
And
next
I
few
haven't
buffs.
talked about the game at
There's a
all.
real question
I'm
for
so
Abrahams to
sorry.
solve of how the hell do we actually take a
This
team fight?
Chungus
I mean,
watch party.
pickoffs have been going against you. The team fights have been going against you. It's like, where is your advantage in this game?
I mean, the advantage historically is that Abrahams has been the best team at turning around mid-boss. Leviathan, because they
God.
don't want to do a raw siege of the base, wants to wait until mid-boss. So if you're not able to get a raw pick on the map, where right now they're looking for Rayek, they got 3 people here. This is
Oh,
Abrahams gets back to
wait.
the game. It's a clean kit onto Rayek.
That's big.
Wonder, not gonna do too much
You have to
damage.
live.
If they're able to
You
get
have
that,
to live.
That is Rayek down for 67
He's
seconds.
gonna live.
But the rotation now, Jake, is in.
Is he gonna live?
Looking to get their power
Wait,
back.
everyone on Leviathan is here.
Yeah,
It's
they
6v5 though.
into this one. They need to find the counter kills with Rayek already down. Sonya, though,
Oh.
dropping low. Getting into the front line.
Silver is
causing
so
volume in
low.
quickly,
This
but
is really
taking a
bad.
lot of damage. OCs has been
Oh my God.
layering in this toxic Billy, just kiting away, waiting for the Silver to eventually
Whoa.
go. Taking this is
What?
absolutely absurd. I think the toxic.
No way she lives.
A second death for Leviathan.
Oh,
You've only got that
damn.
one counter kill onto Who.
Okay.
So a nice positive.
Oh,
trade, but
this
will it
Mina's
stay
doing
that
so
way?
much.
OCs is strong right now.
Wait, he has
willing to
TP.
continue this brawl.
Dodger has TP.
Stepping up here onto Taz, who has that stalker's
Okay.
mark in the back.
Wait,
But it
Dodger's
seems
all
like with
alone.
Sai here, it's just a
Sonya's
matter of
back.
time. Leviathan
Oh
patiently
my
keeping
God.
this one up. Whoa, way too close for comfort for
That's so
Sonya.
bad for Leviathan.
Take down OCs.
Oh,
The brawl is
wait.
absolutely wild here, but as the dust
Does
starts to
Sonya
settle,
1v3?
seems
Wait,
like
everyone's
the
really low.
of Leviathan, that's saying
Show
OCs
me
by
Sonya
themselves.
POV.
Kinda looking for
Where's
one
Sonya?
here.
Also, that's a Mirage getting some of the better end of the cleanup here and kills, getting him a little bit more competitive.
No, no, no.
Sleep.
Wait, why are you still here? Why are you still here? This is terrible. You
Sonya!
got Mirage here at this moment. 500 HP, no way out, smothered by Apollo and Hayes on both ends.
What the?
Saying it, tried to
Yo, 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 yo.
That is unreal. Yes, you still might be going down, but the move.
Oh my gosh.
Sanya to make something out of nothing there. here, Jake.
Okay.
Abraham's gonna stay in the game. This is the sort of thing they need to do.
That solo kill got him
Any
so
hope
much
of,
money. He's 7K out of his
coming
team
back
now.
alive.
I like that play from Sai, man. He was on a sliver of HP, and he just made the call to be patient, not go for the reset. Like, if I was on you, I would have been
Oh my
convinced
gosh.
that those players all went for the reset, and I can safely come out and push a wave and get a little bit of extra farm up. But in this case, Sai read that play coming, stayed in on low HP, and I think the trade is actually good considering
Oh my
how crucial
gosh.
Mirage is to this draft. Even though you do lose your haze with a soul advantage, I feel like you got to take that Spell Slinger being bought up as well now by Fremont on the Apollo. I mean, he is going to be devious with the amount of damage he can put through.
They just crunched your Izumi.
Wait,
Abraham's got
where did
boxed in
Paige
the
die
middle of the
from?
tunnel. Now they're at the advantage. Leviathan's gonna be down.
Everyone on
one for a while.
Leviathan is
Now
here,
they're
though.
looking for Fremont up on the top.
Oh, wait, they're gonna get earned.
This is Decay chasing around and
Oh,
wait.
jeez.
Is this Abraham's going for mid?
Oh, no, they're
boss?
not. Blue has
They're
it.
gonna flip it.
Yo,
They
no
should have
way!
down in this game. Need
They have
go
to.
back in. OC's the
They
one
have to
here
go for it.
early.
This is the
He's
only
already
way
gonna start
back.
that harassment in.
Wait,
Stalker
if they
runs
die
in.
here, it's over, though. No?
Ryu's dropping and Abraham's
Like,
still
they're
relatively
really
healthy.
risking it all.
How are they gonna fight this one out?
This is
End
it.
result over the top. Billy Chain is gonna make it awkward. Pulling players off the reach of the who's gonna fight.
Two, they got
It's 2
two.
to 1 now. Abraham's
Okay.
advantage into that one. Remember, they're already having the
They're
player
already
advantage, but
used.
they've instantly lost both Reju's. Leviathan
No Reju's on either side.
Sai comes in here with the bullet dance.
Sonya's
Is it doing
dead.
enough? Yes, it's enough
It's
to
so
knock down
over.
Sonya. That's the
No, it's so
two key
over.
Damage carries down out of the fight up to Demov and together essentially to hold this one down. Are they going to be able to snatch this one back? Demov still has those executes available, but
It's
Sai
so
is
over.
getting active now, stepping up here on the haze, has reached a
Oh my
real peak of
God.
power on his own, willing to step up and take the battles with these frontliners. And maybe it's not done just yet. Charge being used by Together. Needs to escape out of this one. A crucial player.
They still can't push,
Billy
though.
wisely just goes for the easier kill now.
No reaches or
Trying to lock down
anything.
Shiv.
If anything, it's
Outfire
just
as
the
well, adding onto that extra damage.
lead
Slow
widens.
Knockdown, getting every single item in the game thrown at him.
They got
for
themselves
good
another
reason.
5
That's a
minutes.
Demov Shiv you're seeing on your screen.
But Leviathan gets
This time he's dropping
earned. They
Leviathan.
get the
30K
farm on
sold,
Abraham's
4
side of the
players
map.
on the deck.
Like,
What are they going to do with this advantage?
The interesting thing is that's not as big an advantage as they would want here. All the rejuves got expended. So for Abrahams, you've bought yourself more time in the game. You've bought another 5 minutes before Leviathan
they even
could
get the
theoretically
earn?
get a game-ending mid-boss. You also killed OC.
it would actually be really
at the
good if
tail
they
end of that fight,
didn't.
who has an incredibly long spawn timer. So
I think they
while you
don't.
might be
They're
able to
just
get
gonna
rid
hold
of
it.
this, it's not at the point where you could put Abrahams away. Like Abrahams, while that fight could have went better for
Sonya
them,
needs to
bought
get 50K
themselves
right
a
now.
significant amount of time here, Jake, which is a little bit scary as they
This is
haven't been able to
crazy.
manufacture some picks. If they're able to do that again, where they were able to pick off their Izumi at a later part in the game, that's actually a bit scary. And hang on, who just comes in, steals the
Oh.
drops here.
Wait, no
once
way.
more, and
Did they actually get
Abraham's
it?
big
No, I don't
concern,
think
a
so.
little bit
They're
more
gonna
question.
have to fight for it. They got it?
Yeah, they want to contest this. I mean, if you get earn control for Abraham's,
Oh, they
remember,
didn't.
it's favored to your side. So if they're going to get control, it should be a relatively easy dunk. For Leviathan to contest it would be risky, but this Billy Chain now just came off cooldown. It's one of the key catching tools in the draft. I'm also curious how Sai ends up playing this portion of the game, because with no walkers left for Abraham,
What?
there's really nowhere safe for
Why
them
is
to
Vamp
actually
getting all
play
the
and farm
farm
up.
on
Every time they
right
come out on the
lane?
map,
That seems
you can see Sai
incorrect.
is not playing on waves. He's staying off vision. There's always a threat of a gank coming in, and so Abraham's responding to that, having a lot of numbers close together as they farm these waves, but putting them in a very passive position. Like,
Sonya's
Leviathan
making
can
money,
kinda
though,
farm it up
36
right now, and
hit.
as long as they don't give up any easy picks, they're going to just build the soul advantage. Double buff easily going the way of Leviathan for now.
I'm going to advocate the other way. When you look at the advantage on the game,
Wait,
it was
this
a
is scary.
1.40K for Leviathan, now brought in around a little over 25.
It's only down to 20K
Abrahams
now.
has cut the gap significantly, and also just by raw percentage of souls, I mean, this
Oh,
is something.
wait,
very
that
vital
creep
for
wave
Abrahams.
is
Their
so
actual
strong.
teamfight power is a lot more
Mina
than it
has
used
to
be,
deal with it.
and you have a 36K
Probably.
Mirage, which
Maybe
means
not.
it's about online.
Well,
This
are they
is
going to beat the
really,
Celeste?
really good.
She's just
Well, they're
running.
actually-
I feel like she's there.
Oh no.
Jake,
It's
they want
over.
picks. I don't think they care about the earn.
This
They wanna
is
kick someone
gone.
off. They're going to sack the
Okay.
earn and try and get a pick, but they're not able to
They're
get
getting a
anyone,
damn
so it
thing
ends up
for it.
No.
I think they just didn't realize how fast Celeste could run that earn. I don't blame them. I didn't realize that either, man. This is the power of this hero,
30K.
right? Beating them on the timing. I think they would have maybe been interested in finding something, but honestly, I see your point.
Thank you,
I think they are
Frankenstein.
powerful if they get a team fight, but they're forced to just perma
What do you
group
do?
right now. Leviathan can kind of split and
What do
farm
you
a lot
do?
more efficiently on the map. That being
Leviathan
said,
has so much
splitting,
more
it
farm
makes
to
you
take
vulnerable.
than
If Abrams find the timing to step
Abrahams
up, if they can
do.
kind of punish somebody, look at them.
They have to like find a pick in the jungle.
Really good read from OCs not to go for that farm. I mean, it would have been a very easy camp to think, oh, I can maybe snatch this one away, and almost certainly would have been his death.
Silver's on
Maybe
haze.
looking towards Sai. Not sure
Yeah,
if
Oh,
Sai's
no.
Sai scout.
spotted
Oh, I
here,
think
and
Oh.
Scouting this one out. Smoke bomb calling the play.
Oh, that was really
Don't
bold.
know that Abraham's
40k Billy,
Responses, they're
40k
safe,
Apollo,
they are ready for the
43k
team fight.
Mina, 40k
If it comes their
Celeste,
way, I
40k
feel like this could be
Hayes.
actually the scenario they want.
I feel
letting
like
the enemy
any fight
attack
is just
into
so
their
doomed.
defensive
Their
position.
numbers are so
Demon
much
teleported
bigger
away.
than
He's not here in
Abraham's.
this fight. Sai
I'm
looking to catch up with Straggler.
scared.
Where's Taz?
Is Taz caught? No, Taz got the teleporter
hiding?
just in the nick of time. That was,
Okay.
Jake, that was actually really, really close. So you look at the mini map there, Taz maybe clutched a little bit while taking that teleporter to the other side. That is a bit unreal. And you're still, like, Demov is so split from the team. There is a window for Leviathan, and they actually want to go for
This is
Demov.
crazy, guys.
Shiv is on the menu.
Oh,
Billy
no.
comes in, chain gang, but it breaks. Comes back in, looking for it. Nap time.
Oh.
In from Saint to buy a little bit more.
Uh-oh, this
cover
is
here
bad.
for Demov. He's still down to half
Oh,
HP.
this is
He's
really
on the
bad.
turret. He's completely melted down. And Abraham's, they're not in a good spot to punish at all after that. A clean pickoff. This time around for Leviathan. with
Mid-boss is gonna be up
About a
soon.
minute 10 away, so it doesn't give a big mid-boss advantage, Jake.
Yeah, I mean, nap time is just an easy counterspell for players at this level. To overseas, it's nothing, right? You just kind of throw that spell away for no real value. You got to try a Saint, but there's just nothing you can do. And for me, ZP, I think what I'm most worried about is this is where Hayes is actually one of the best heroes in the game. Once you have a huge advantage, the enemy has no walkers left on the map, and Hayes is particularly strong, you just can't go alone anymore, right? It's honestly even scarier than Mo and Krill because of that.
I'm
The
so
early
nervous
invis
to see
the
the
character
goats
can bring, like,
lose.
she can always be there. You never know if Hayes is hovering a player, as we're seeing. Like, look,
They've
we're seeing
won
Drake on the side wave pushing
for
that
like
wave up,
6
but
months
Hayes is right
straight.
behind. If you come when trying to make a gank on this Celeste, you could find yourself in a whole team fight that you weren't ready for. Meanwhile, they're just continuing to efficiently farm, split all over the rest of the map, and for Abrahams to be trapped in their own base in a moment like this it's painful, right? This is where the advantage can grow.
You know, we wouldn't have one of the most
Pause.
edge of your seat
Good
EU
word.
finals ever without a quick little moment of EU pause lock. That's all we need to get there. Just a little bit of pausing.
Just a reminder, we're still here. We're still in Europe. An interesting gun pivot. Apollo in the late game goes crippling toxic spellslinger. So some
Oh
very
my
potent
God.
debuffs on Apollo as going straight for the mid buff.
This
They
is
want
so
to
bad.
Instant burst it. Hayes isn't here though.
I don't love
And
this. This is actually risky. Abrahams can
I think
evenly
this is
fight.
a fake though. I think they're gonna
Maybe.
roar it. Are they really gonna full send this? That would be a little wild.
We'll see. The roar is about to come out. Do they leave?
He's sticking. I don't
Well,
think they're
Apollo
really doing
did-
this.
Some people
He's
left.
just-
Apollo didn't get the memo. Freebox
He's
is in there
making some
kicking.
noise.
Meanwhile, you take a look.
Oh.
He's maybe caught here in the middle. Bolt dance gonna get interrupted as
Woo.
Tess all over it. Clean pick on the side. Abrahams. They save Saint. Saint nearly goes down. Tess in a good spot right now. Leviathan.
We have drift rule. We have drift rule.
This fight. Abrahams the best opportunity we've seen
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
far. Eternal Night now coming in from Taz. Hits 3. No counter spells used. And now, are they able to get a little bit more together on the charge? A little bit back out. It's a disengage from Abrahams here, from the looks of it, and into the sewer.
How?
Take a look at Mina point of view. Maybe able to get one. Who got free block?
Oh my God.
Here, and Mina may have just ran into a blunder here into the Shiv.
Oh my
Into
God.
the Abrams.
Wait,
Still
is
able
that
to
trade
get
worth it?
Leviathan together.
No way he
This
lives.
time's a little bit as OCs goes to the ceiling and maybe out.
He's gonna live.
Yeah, it seems to get out of that one. And meanwhile, in the rest of the fight, Leviathan continuing to fight this one out. Despite the player disadvantage, OC slipping that net is massive. It keeps Leviathan into this game and into that team fight. An ill-fated gank attempt from Sai gets brutally punished, but Leviathan navigating that one
Damn.
incredibly well. And massive credit to OCs for the outplay. I think he was on the rope.
Saw him mess up the tornado.
I believe it doesn't knock you down in that situation. Stepping into the room, though, is a little bit risky, but he's just playing with full confidence. Echo Shard already deployed. Celeste is
Oh,
here
man.
as well. A lot of players following this one up, and even
Oh,
the
man.
Abrams
This
doesn't
is
have
over.
the tankiness in this particular game to deal with this kind of a full
Oh,
team
man.
gank. Mirage, low HP, Silence as well. Mina piling on the pressure, and Abraham's throwing good money after bad. Only 3 players alive. They have to run for
Goodbye,
the hills.
mid-boss.
Right here and now, ZP. OC's on the chase, wants to find some of these exits.
And for Abrahams, you're down Saint for 28 seconds. You're down Demov for 15. You have an opportunity for Leviathan now to go into mid-boss. Contest-wise, you have Sanya.
This is
Leviathan
so
has no
Jover.
HP, doesn't have Traveler up. Don't think we'll have Traveler up to
fight.
get into the middle. This would be a dangerous fight to go into, and instead, they're looking for Urn, but I don't even know if they get away with
Oh,
Urn.
Sai's
You take a look.
ganking it.
Yeah, Sai's on top of Hoot right now, and at the very least is going to make the Urn drop on the right-hand side.
They're gonna kill Sai though. They're all
That kill on
swarming
Mina
here, so
actually
while
would've
Sai
changed
does drop the Urn,
everything,
He's
I
ulting.
think.
Wait, is Sai gonna kill on the Hoot here? No, he's gonna run for it. And to get back to his team, I think he's just close enough to the team. They're just too scared to chase down this Hayes. The Warp Stone actually such great value for Hayes. Like she's able to go for these gank attempts.
Oh, they have the Urn.
actually get out without
I don't
too
think
much
they can
trouble.
dunk it though.
Great tempo Hayes build here, being showcased by Sai. And now
Jake,
you
we
hold
got-
the Urn, but I don't think you can dunk this one, man. Not against the way Leviathan are playing right now. Waves crashing on your base.
Jake, at 36 minutes, we got to restate the stakes. Leviathan are in position to potentially, with one more good team fight, take the throne of EU. Finally break
Oh my
the
God.
Abraham streak. 3 rejuves and a pretty big soul lead. You could not be in a better
How long
position
is the streak,
to put
actually?
the champions away. But the Abrahams, they have come back from
Is it like
worse.
14 in a row
Now
or
it's just a matter,
something?
can they stand up to what's their biggest test yet as Freemock eats a big ol' bunch of damage here on the poke.
I mean, they're happy to take base guardians, right? Slow and steady here. You have a lot of time on this rejuve. You can kind of go
Oh my
around,
God.
slow siege each wave one by one. Meanwhile, they're still having some players back on the map, getting the efficient farming in. So Leviathan,
I thought
did
Abraham's
everything
streak was
right
even longer
to
than
just
melee
freeze
creeps.
this game out. Put Abraham's in the position of going for something desperate that ends up throwing the game
I might be
away.
wrong.
They know how good Abrams are in the base defense, especially with a full kitted Mirage. I mean, he might be far behind this game, but a 43k Mirage is always a chance to win the game if he's able to just free fire and debuff you down with that ricochet. Gotta keep that juggle though, can never let it come out of the base.
I think the late game of Abraham's, like, yes, Celeste is scary, Mina can be scary, but, you know, the X factor to me in some of these fights. Well, hey, hold the phone, Billy. Chain Gang out here.
Yeah, right? Not going all in on Scarabs is so weird.
Poke in from the top, and Sanya goes down first. It was Sanya that they caught. The best
Sanya
person
died?
who could hit went on the attack.
That shit's
Leviathan
over.
relentless, now diving in towards the fountain. Can they pick up any more? Getting Sanya alone means the shrines are absolutely about to go down, Jake.
That was the key piece of the defense, and you
That
still have
was
3 rejuves to work with, half timer.
everything.
Big dive forward curse from the rim, but Celeste is just moving her way out of that. Here comes Silver.
Oh my God.
Lycan form, but I think she even recognizes no
Oh
way
my
she can
God.
this triple rejuve on the cards, Toxic ticking her down. Ram
Oh
doing
no.
absolutely everything to try to save her out of this one, but she's being hunted.
Oh
still.
no.
They're continuing on the chase. If they can find this Silver on the Rem as well, it would be a
No.
huge prize for the fight.
It's over.
And Hoot does go down, so 2 of the key damage dealers now on the deck for Abrahams.
Sorry,
Second
I'm
strike
eating
about to
mangoes.
fall. Easily going to be a first stage patron drop, and that could be more. I mean, the advantage is huge. You've got
Wow.
a lot of rejuve timer left. Taz now it's caught. Drifter lockdown. Billy with another sick catch, and OC's knocks it in.
We are in the midst of history. First
Wow.
about to go down. The streak.
This is
at
crazy.
Sanya will be back up. Hoot, Tass will not. Leviathan showing no signs of leaving the base. Knocks Astra in for the back. Nearly takes down together.
They end here for
And second
sure,
stage
I
patron, the
think.
Hidden King on his last legs. Leviathan, can they put this one away? There's no retreat. They're going in.
How do you even save this?
Now, no nap time available for Saint, and it is all in.
No way. They don't end?
For Abrahams and Wade.
You go for it.
Leviathan. Leviathan.
They're
They're
thinking
backing out
about
for
it.
a little bit.
They're hesitating.
They still got 2 rejuves, Jake, but they're showing immense respect to Abrahams here on the pip. And now they decide to go back in. OC's in over the top. No knocks Astra.
Oh.
Problem laying in the damage over the top, and now back onto the Hin King they go. Still invulnerable.
Wow.
Down in the throne. Billy continues to dive, and side fights together. Meanwhile, the
Wow.
are starting to drop. There's nobody left to stand and deliver into the patron. Hoot. Last man standing here on the Silver has to find some damage. D-Mob has to run
Wow.
down, but he's already ticking out to the
Wow.
and the Leviathan are gonna find this win. It's only Hoot
They
now.
did it.
Has to hold against the world. Just cannot get it done.
Wow.
You've left in the tank here.
Oh
and
my
Leviathan,
God.
an incredible performance from them so far. Just Taz and Saint healing, sustaining, making this one incredibly difficult. But now that OC's consumes that rejuve, he's going to be back at full strength. Even the parry onto Billy is not going to be good
What?
enough. And this is a world of difference. A new Leviathan rises to take home the
Holy
title here
shit.
in Night Shift EU. A massive upset, ending a disgusting streak from Abrahams.
Holy
I'm sure they're
shit.
going to be back for an attempt to retake, but this
Wow.
is a momentous time here in EU Deadlock.
Deadlock history.
They've done it. The walls have been breached. The Empire has fallen. That is insane stuff. Leviathan is now the EU champions of Night Shift.
What?
What did we just watch? I was on the
Wait.
edge of my seat the whole time, ZP. They have been defeated. Abrahams has been defeated.
It's unbelievable. We never, like, we knew this day would come at some point, but we never expected it to
Wait.
happen today. And the happen and the way it went down. I mean, you go back to map 1, it was Mo and Krill setting the tone. Side,
Oh my God.
down Celeste,
Oh my God.
pick it, And then you go to the next game, and Leviathan says,
1,
yeah,
2,
guess what?
3,
Give
4,
us that
5,
Celeste.
6,
We'll show you
7,
how it's done.
8,
No
9,
Mo
10,
Crow,
11,
no
12, 13,
problem.
14
And
weeks in a
what I saw
row.
more than anything else for Leviathan, this was a
And
team
they
that played
lost.
scrappier than they've ever played
Wow.
before. More aggressive, not letting go of opportunities.
That's
Punishing
insane.
Abrahams in the way that usually Abrahams would punish
Wow.
them in turn. I mean, they were on top of everything today, and they brought what you kind of have to do to beat Abrahams. Not only really well thought out drafts, but impeccable
Wow.
execution to bring it all together.
Jake, let the record show. Nobody beats Leviathan 11 times in a row in the final of the night shift, all right? Nobody. They've done it. I'm a little bit.
Wow, it was 2-0 as well.
As well had
That's
people on the edge of their seat, a bit of
crazy.
anxiety about was Abraham's
Wow,
gonna
wow, wow,
come
wow,
back
wow, wow,
in all
wow.
of this. But Leviathan just showed
Wow, 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 wow.
just wall-to-wall class in the second game. Never mind the first.
I
game.
want to
It's
watch
brilliant.
this game.
Yeah, I feel like the first game they came
Keep
super
your hands
prepared
off
with
my
a
girl.
strategy to deal with
Song is stuck
what
in
has
my
looked
head.
like the most unbeatable hero in Deadlock in Celeste. And then in game 2, they get their hands on it and they show it's not so easy to be able to execute
Wow.
on that counter play.
Okay, maybe we'll watch the NA as well. But for now, I want to watch Oz's POV of the first game. He was turbo fed. Spectating the #1 Mina.
Doesn't get picked that often, but Sai absolutely justified the performance this game. Great play from Irizumi. I mean, this first risky reju from the
This is
Leviathan,
crazy.
this is where the advantage really got going, right? A lot of teams would not have gone for that reju, but you know a team that would have absolutely attempted it?
Hi,
It's
Metro.
right? It's the team that's won this many night shifts. They've won it by being fierce,
Hi.
being aggressive, and that's the Leviathan that we saw come to play today.
Hey.
Yeah, some of these.
Thank you for the raid.
Jeez, Louise, but
How are you?
Overseas were playing an
Dude,
insane
that was
game
so
of
sick.
2
That was
games CP, and as you
crazy.
say, with Sai
Can't
having
believe it.
Mo and Krill in the first game,
I didn't expect
the
Abrahams to lose
transition
anytime
into the haze
soon.
and constantly be that lurking presence.
I'm gonna watch the
Almost
first
a bit ominous
game,
right
the
when all
Mina
walls have
game,
gone down and
in a
posed that
second,
kind of
once the
threat
replay's done
along the way.
downloading.
It was well, what has the kids say?
Tonight the
Also, in
music
terms of strategy, I
seems
think one
so
thing we really
loud.
know
Damn
about it,
it.
because she didn't really work like this in
Never
map 1, and you didn't
move.
have anything in this
The Ascendant
category in
6
map 2. You didn't have
forever.
a traditional M1 carry for Leviathan. There was no Warden,
no.
there was no Mirage, of course, because it was picked by Abrahams. You know, none of
Recently.
the characters that you would expect to be more of a,
Um,
yeah, we are
well, you're
relying
gonna
on
hit
this
a
character
Turnus on your
into
alt
late game. It was
before
more so,
I
yeah,
hit a
late
Turnus
game
on my
is
ma-
Mina,
You can
deal
just-
with it,
you
and,
can
know,
just
a dash of slash.
block my
Also,
Chungus
again, I can't really say enough
life.
about Overseas and how Overseas set the tone in a lot of these fights.
Eh.
I mean, he was an iron wall that was giving together fits in some of the frontline versus frontline battles that we saw take place here. I mean, look, to beat Abrahams, everyone has to be playing out of their minds, and that's what Leviathan brought to bear today. And again, I can't say enough. It was the execution. It was
Win
the
a few
class
games?
strategy. I mean, they came
Oh,
out with
yeah,
a
my
plan to
bad.
neutralize Celeste, a hero that had the title of being an atomic bomb.
I'm
and they
gonna
made
be
it
back
look
on the
like,
10th, and then
you know,
I'll
just
grind
something
rank,
with
and
very low
surely if I
payload.
win
It was
enough,
great
I'll rank
from
up.
top to bottom from Leviathan.
Probably.
And I think listening, just hearing at the very end there, obviously the GG World players coming out.
Who should
from
I play,
Abrahams as well.
Metro?
I think that there is a lot
I should
of
probably just
respect
spam Celeste,
for
right?
the
But I find her
performance
boring,
Leviathan
sort of.
just put up from Abrahams, because Abrahams,
Or rather,
they
I
ain't
get bored when I
watching
play
this
like a
defeat,
million games of
but
Celeste.
Leviathan has shown
Yeah.
that they
Oh, patch
can
tomorrow?
go toe-to-toe with
Oh.
them. I even outthink them in some of that, right? With the draft,
Oh.
the way it all went down.
Well, I will return on the 10th.
Jake,
I'm going to
this-
Vegas
this is a
tomorrow.
magical moment for sure.
Yay!
Yeah, it's so well deserved from them because think about it. They've been losing week in, week out. They've been coming here to the night shift every time.
Mina,
They dominate the challenger match, and then they go to the final. It's a
Rise.
tired story. They did it
Rise and
so
take
many
what you
times. They kept
deserve.
getting back up. They kept coming back and competing. They didn't. You know,
Yeah.
they stayed consistent. They
Never
rocked
gave
the
up.
same
Okay,
team. They found
I'll
those advantages,
rise,
like,
and
they
I'll
were
take
willing to put
everything,
the work
'cause I
in to
deserve
get there.
everything,
You can't.
'cause
There's
I'm
no
Mina
easy
Ha.
way to this victory. This is a hard-fought, hard-won championship for them, and I think one that they're going to remember for a long time. So it's an amazing story here for the Leviathan guys. I'm really excited to see them come back next week and go for the title defense.
Yeah, will they be able to defend? That is an
Sorry,
exciting
I'm
one as well.
downloading
What
this
a
game.
story we
I'm
have seen
80%.
throughout What is effectively 14 weeks
80%.
of the Abrahams dominance. Plus,
18.
who is the MVP of
80.
this series? It's not an Abrahams player, that's for sure. Who's it gonna be?
There's just one choice.
Whoa!
You have to give it to Mo and
Mosif
Krill
and
Nation.
Krullium.
Rise up. Your time is now. Mo and Krill, critical to toppling the kings of Europe, doing it by taking down, often seen as the best hero in the game in this current version.
Okay,
And
okay,
what more can
okay,
you say? I mean,
okay.
it wasn't just game one. Sai also bringing a ridiculous
Okay,
haze in
hold
game
on.
two.
Oh,
Has to find some
oh, the misery.
here.
Everybody wants to be
To the next
my
game, and
enemy.
Leviathan said,
Yeah. Oh, this was definitely okay. Okay, this is actually ridiculous. The last 14 night shifts in a row were all won by Abrahams. Leviathan lost to them 10 times. And today they finally won. That's crazy. Night Shift is like the weekly pro tournament that Deadlock has. They play for a prize pool. Very cool. And the champions are invited back. And a big reason that they lost is because of Oz's Mina. This guy went nuclear. 67,000 souls? Like, what? I think early on in the game, he was just insanely far ahead. Yeah, look at this Mina chart. Like, just ridiculous lead on everyone. Holy crap. So I want to watch his POV. I want to learn the ways of the #1 Mina. I want to learn the ways. Whoa. Oh, this is cool. It's a pro strat. I thought usually you would use the invitation things on the top to swap what lane you're in. But they do it without the invitation thing so that the other team can't see which lane they're showing up in. So Mina's showing on top right, and Silver's showing in mid, but they're both mid. The other team did it as well. Bebop swapped with Warden. But I guess you could, like, predict that, because Bebop... I've learned from Goober that roamers are always supposed to play mid lane. So, in this matchup, you could expect Bebop to go mid lane, because he's a roamer. And Mina's a good matchup into Bebop, because she can chew his bombs. Although I don't know if that's why she's in mid lane. I think Mina's a roamer too, I don't even know. I don't actually know who else is a roamer. My head's covering the map. I'll fix that. Holiday, Bebop, Mina. I want to see when she roams though. Like, that's one of the biggest struggles I have. I know I'm supposed to roam on Mina. I know I'm supposed to, like, go places and make things happen. But the timings of when to do that and where to go and, like, should I collect boxes? Should I don't know. It's also... There's an infinite amount of decisions that I can make and it overwhelms me.
They'll die, I'll live, it'll be fine. I'm going to take my time with them.
That's true. What would even counter Mina in lane?
Why are you hiding?
I guess you counter her with items. Just insta-slowing hex. Oh, a silver bola. Took their Chungus. Take the minions. You can one-shot them with just improved spirit. I actually didn't know that. I usually put 2 bullets into them before I swipe.
See Paige.
Roamers want to be mid because you can go to either lane the fastest from mid. Her silver actually roamed and she stayed. It's interesting. Also, I feel like... Oh, wow. I feel like... I wonder why he didn't do it, but when I'm laning against Bebop, I really like to get my 2 before my 1. Although I guess you farm a lot slower. But it lets you live a hook and a bomb and a... Like there you would have lived, but maybe it's still better to get 1 first. Also, I don't understand why they're being so passive with the wave. I guess they don't want to give B-boot bomb stacks. B-boop. Oh, we're movementing. Going blue lane. She actually hasn't boxed or roamed at all yet. Oh, stealing a camp. Yummy. Mina's so scummy for that.
I see Abrams.
Oh, Abrams is following. Weird. Apollo Bebop does seem like a scary lane, huh? Yeah.
I see the enemy.
He's just eating camps. That makes sense. Apollo highest burst, so if Bebop hits a hook, they get a kill every time. Unless it's Minaha.
I see the enemy.
He bought Slowing Hex already. Okay, so never mind. They get the kill no matter what now. Slowing Hex disables Mina's 2 from being used, which is the best way to counter her. She always gets away for free with 2, but if you Slowing Hex her, she can't do anything. It's really frustrating when I play against Bebops and they buy Slowing Hex like first item, because they hit a hook on me and I just die. Because like, the benefit of Mina being so squishy is that her 2 helps her move so easily, but when you have no 2, then you're just super squishy and screwed. You're screwed. Yes, and you can dispel magic Slowing Hex, which is why a lot of pro or like high level builds for Mina have dispel magic as one of the first items you buy. But you can get away with it if the enemy team is noob and doesn't know to buy Slowing Hex. Like, you don't have to buy it.
They've taken our yellow guardian.
Oh, she's backing. I'm so curious how she ends up getting turbo fed, because I feel like the first 6 minutes of the game have been kind of normal. She's even a little bit behind. She hasn't like done any boxing or anything, it's just catching the waves and one-shotting the tier 1 camps. Their Rem is doing a lot of boxing, I noticed. Also, these pro teams move around so much more in lane. I actually don't understand it entirely. So strange. Oh yeah, Paradox is a roamer as well. Pretty much anyone that's designed to get picks. Mo and Krill. One. Beep-boop. Cold Front. This is the same build. This is the same build that he has posted. It's like one of the top daily builds. O's. Yeah, and he's Dispel Magic next item. He got the 4.8k Spirit Spike. It's like the biggest spike in the game, and then immediately goes for Dispel Magic. Boxes. It's very calm. Like, I'm usually forcing a lot of fights at the beginning, but not much fighting and just like hitting the lanes and some boxes. Man, what do I even know about this game? I'm Ascendant 6, but I feel like a freaking noob. Solo lane souls is a lot more than dual lane souls though, so this is probably how he ends up getting so fed. If you saw in the beginning, the Warden and the Mina end up being the most fed, and they're the 2 people that are alone in the left lane right now. He's also taking it in such a passive way, like not really messing with the Warden, letting the wave come to him, and farming in between. Oh, is that why?
So much better than taking the subway.
I was gonna say, I'm like, Mina's not a hyper carry. She doesn't take all the money. Wait, who even is on this team comp? Is it Vin? I see, that makes sense. Once you get Dispel Magic, you're like giga strong. None. Okay, so I see. Whoa. I see. Yeah, they beat Abrahams with no carry. Twice. What the heck? Dang! There's so much to learn with this Chungus game. That's one thing I've noticed new players missing when they play Mina is using the 1 too early on the camps or not hitting all of the camp minions with the 1 at the same time. It's much more efficient if you hit them all. And it does more damage based on missing HP, so if you use it at the start it does way less than if you get them, if you love bite them first.
This is my favorite.
She has enough for Dispel.
I see people.
Wow. And you can see like her and the Warden both have almost no kills, but it doesn't matter. Because I got the solo lane farm, they're so fed. Oh wow, that was bold.
That guy's gotta work through some mommy and dad.
That is not what I would have done. Genius. Oh, the page freaking hit a heist on the urn. Wait, she dies for that, no? Goodbye.
We make a good team.
Apollo is giving chase. Goodbye. Goodbye. We can skip 30 seconds. She bought Dispel Magic and Reactive Barrier, so now she has 4.8k in Spirit and Vitality. And Reactive Barrier gives her a barrier she gets hooked, or Warden stunned, or Page stunned, or Abram shoulder charged. Does it even work for Apollo ult? I wonder.
They destroyed the Guardian.
Move and lock, stun, chained, immobilize, or slip. So it would, I think. I know, Apollo is weird. Also, Reactive Barrier scales on the amount of spirit you have, so it does 450 HP right now. But you see, as she gets more money, it gives you an even bigger barrier. It is so insanely good for a 1600 item. Like, especially because 460 HP is a third of Mina's health right now.
Beginning of the end.
She's just money making. There was a big fight over Urn just now. Hi, Sandy.
Headed to green. Let's go to York.
She's like babysitting this left lane still. Cold front on Mina. It's just good. Okay, so not only does it movement slow, which makes it easier for you to get more bullets on them and love bite them, but it scales the damage based on how much spirit you have. And also, when you're Mina, you're gonna be close range to people, like this, and you can use your 2 to get out. Ooh, slick. Well, she bought toxic bullets right there. That's a good example of using the shop pre-buy. If you right-click items in the shop and set it to auto-buy when you're nearer, you don't even have to open it to buy items. Oh, that is unfortunate timing for our friend Bebop. Goodbye. Goodbye. Toxic Bullets has such good synergy with her too, because it builds up when you get a love bite on someone. Or by the... yeah, wait. Singing a song. Beep boop. Oh. What? Oh, I can help you. Are they still wet? Ah, I see. Another hour. I can help fold after this game is complete. Whee! Ooh, 4.8k gun. And extra stamina. Dang, she is so strong. 16k and has every spike right now. When you're like this strong, you really want to fight everyone as much as possible. Because you have a good chance of beating them. Oh! Mina privilege. Yeah, Boger's Bulgarian and he buys huge bottles of vodka. We're gonna have a lot of vodka.
Let's push yellow.
Oh man. Wow. That's also the importance of Dispel Magic. If it wasn't for Dispel Magic, he could never have used this too. And if you're playing against Bebop, Dispel Magic makes the bombs fall off of you. So if you dispel them early enough and leave, they will not hit you. And then Reactive Barrier also gives you a barrier when you get hooked. A lot of people complain about Bebop, but if you itemize correctly, it just doesn't do anything anymore. But it's hard to know that when you first start, of course. Oh, Warden is practically in their spawn right now. On this Billy. This is such a valuable kill. So much money. Oh yeah, counterspell also. You can counterspell his hook and his bombs. And him attaching the bombs to you and the bombs blowing up. You can counterspell whatever. You get 3 chances. She's not stealing as much of their farm as I feel like I usually would. But, you know, I die a lot, so that, I'm certainly not right. No, hasn't gotten any sinners, no. This is more of like a pro play thing though, I'm sure. Like if you're a solo queue Mina, you probably want to take sinners for money. I think they're leaving their sinners for other people on the team. Vindicta and Billy and Silver. Next item, Tank Buster. So soon.
Let's go yellow.
Wow.
Let's take out Apollo.
When you get Stamina Master, you unlock so much speed. Because you can do... Air dashes on their own are fast, but when you do 2 in a row, they stack on each other and you can travel like insane speed really quickly. This is so scary.
I see the enemy.
That's one thing as well, like... Oh! Wait, there's a lot of Abrams behind you. Look out! There's a large blue man! Mina is so privileged. It suits her so well. No one else lives there.
Sleep's almost ready.
Celeste would, actually.
I'd give up if I were you. Get away.
That's crazy.
Let's go to your
Blue Walker is under attack.
I do love my broken movement heroes.
Let's go to Broadway.
Teleporting. Whoa. Mina, huh?
I'm on my
I'm trying to think of like...
I need to be careful.
I'm trying to use this to help my own gameplay. Maybe I need to do less overextending to take as much farm as I can on their side. I feel like I die doing their sinners too much.
Suffer.
such high risk.
Detective is here.
And I always run myself into their walkers. Which is like fine, because I'm playing a broken movement hero that can escape, but... That's true, I do love stealing sinners, and I get so offended when they steal mine.
I won't lie. I don't know what that does, but my kid says all the mystics are buying it.
Also, if you notice, all of her dashes have been diagonal. Because dashing diagonally gives you more speed and distance than dashing forwards. So she constantly turns her mouse. See, like that. Yeah, I think those were full sideways. Oops, oops, oops. I broke it. I broke it. Ah! Okay. We're back. We're back. It was just funky because of the pause.
Let's go to Broadway.
I feel like maybe I'm trying to do too much. When I'm playing.
Let's push Broadway.
Like, I've noticed a lot of times when I watch the really, really good players have an insane game. It's not like they're getting 10 kills in the first 15 minutes and stealing every single lane, farm on the map, enemy jungle, all that. And like going in and killing all the walkers. Oh, Sonya's gonna trade his life for this one. They're just like not dying. Farming stable. And eventually they spike in at like 20 minutes or something. Or later.
You are all bearing witness to perfection.
That's true too. In pro they can rely, but like some I don't know. Now I'm actually curious to like watch a ranked game and then compare what happens.
The urn has been dropped.
Wow, this wave is crashing hard
Broadway.
on the walker, but she still doesn't push it. 30k now. Even though it doesn't seem like she's actually done all that much. That's what I mean. It's like sometimes I'll steal every jungle camp on the map of theirs. I'll take all my jungle too. I'll do a ton of boxes. And I'm still like less money than this guy is right now, if that makes sense. Or sometimes I'll have 15 kills in the first 15 minutes, and I still have less money than this guy has right now. Like 30k is insane. I feel like just being consistent and getting all the waves is even better. That's crazy that that bebop just died, by the way. Crazy. What? I'm not co-streaming Night Shift anymore. I need to undo that button. Okay, we're back. We're so back. Where? Where?
When the end comes, there's nothing they can do about it.
Boxing. I have to say, I do love breaking boxes. Also, there's definitely more of an emphasis on farming camps versus sinners on her. She's so efficient at farming camps. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Not drinking my blood.
34K. It's so crazy how rich she is. I feel like not that much has even happened, you know?
Now for a snack.
Like, to me, seeing someone with this amount of money, I would assume they have like 15 kills and have taken every sinners on the map or something.
The umbrella's not just for show.
That's true. She has 6. I think my sense of how to get money is just incorrect.
Let's go to Broadway.
Like in his shoes, if I had 6 kills here, I would not have anywhere near 36k. I've also had games where I have like 15 kills here, and I'm the same money as someone on the other team was 3. That's my issue on Mina. I usually have like a really good lane and get really far ahead early, and then just fall off even though I have so many kills and so many. Also, I feel like he hasn't really been there for team fights yet.
Let's go blue.
Yeah, on ladder you fight more. Okay, that makes sense. Hmm. Oh, the Vindicta stake would have killed Celeste there. Had it hit. Oh, she's so dead. Minaha, the woman that you are.
I see pace.
Take the bomb off. Whoa. Whoa! Abrams just died to that. Oh, you're so dead. You're alive. We're 600 HP. Oh, nice try.
Headed to, I see the
Apollo took her down. Okay, we can skip 70 seconds now. Yeah, I feel like she might have even been able to escape if she kept going.
The beginning of the end.
The beginning of the end. Yeah.
As long as you're paying me, you can be
Sell Cold Front for Ethereal Shift. That's interesting. I feel like I never sell Cold Front. Maybe I should be more open to it. Of all the things in this build, it would be Cold Front, huh? That's the most expendable.
I'm going to take my time with them.
Mina, huh?
Headed to yellow.
She does this double air dash so much more often than I do. I feel like I prefer to instant air dash, then slide, then instant air dash again. But she does 2 dashes and then...
Let's take out Warden.
I see Warden.
I see Warden.
I see Abrams.
There's a big fight breaking out in the left lane. He's pulling up. A little bit late though. Oh my glob. Team's winning anyway. Come in from the back line. Go for Page. Goodbye.
Almost feels so.
Face me and die. Oh, Celeste escaped. Whoa, that's definitely something to practice. Such a fast way to the shop. Movement has advanced so much since early. Cool.
See what a mole man
Cool. Oh, this walker is just so dead. Goodbye, Big Chungus. Goodbye. He has so much money. He's worth 2 pages right now. He's worth 2 bebops. My god. Yes, the big movement video should be done. Dirk said this week. We will see, we'll see. Instant air dash means jumping and dashing at the same time, rather than just normally dashing or jumping then dashing. Because you're so close to the floor, if you hold slide, it does not apply air friction. So you just have like, it's just a faster dash that you can also, not necessarily faster, I don't know, faster, more distance, a better dash that you can also shoot and parry during. That was slick. Yeah, his movement got really messed up because the Abrams Phantom Strike, but Ethereal Shift just saved him. Oh my god. Also, the fire rate is so fast. That's from Spiritual Overflow, huh? Oh, unlucky. Doesn't even matter. Oh my god. That's crazy. Mina can go so deep for kills just because she can 2 to get out. Holy crap. The movement around corners there was so good too. Also, no hesitation, just straight to where you need to go instantly. The stamina bars are bugged right now, but... Going for the Apollo? Wow! That's so mean.
Trust me, the longer this goes on, the worse it's gonna get for you.
That was so mean. She has 51k now! What? 8k to spend. Alt tab, then alt tab in. No. Oh, maybe. No.
Sweet Ram, thank you for your aid.
Wow. Minaha, the woman that you are. So who's meant to grab all the sinners right now? Because she really hasn't hit a single sinners this whole game. Which is so weird to me. Like, sinners are the most... To me, sinners are the biggest source of souls. Oh, there's a B-boop on her left. Yeah, pro is different from ladder. I wonder if on ladder he would be hitting them. Oh, Dedge. They lose mid-boss off of that death. Scary. I mean, of course, this far ahead you don't need them, but she didn't grab any in the early game either. So interesting. So interesting. Whoa. Whoa. Jesus. How many stamina bars do we have? It does. You do feel really vulnerable doing Sinners though. Oh, goodbye. The power of Mosif and Krillium. Wow. That's so much damage! What? Damn near a one-shot Apollo there.
If you're looking for mercy, my friends, I'm afraid it's in short supply.
Oh my gosh. Okay, the HP bar is broken now too. Some minor spectating issues. Don't worry about it.
Man, you may be a bad person, but you're
Don't worry about it. Oh, cheat death, next item. Has she died since the first two deaths? Yeah, she has. I'm tripping. There was two like really long deaths. 160 seconds worth of deaths. A 90-second and a 70-second death. Crazy. Apollo right now? I don't know, he seems really good. Apollo seems pretty good.
Headed to green.
I feel like he's so unpunishable. Like every single one of his abilities is a movement option. Even if you think you finally got him, you can just ult away if he wants to. He seems so good. That spoiled brat! Oh, Mina. I love Mina. So pretty. Mercurial Magnum is next item. I guess at this point, you just have so much money, it's like unprecedented on what to buy. Almost done.
I see
Wait, the
a
spectating on the top right is interesting. Does that mean there's 100 people watching the replay right now? It says there's 100 people. Oh, they're being so sneaky. They're trying to look for a pick on
I see Abrams.
blue right now.
Let's take out Paige.
Play Mo and Krill, my friend. Do what your heart desires. Mina, ha. Rise. I guess now they're just waiting for mid-boss. They can't really push their base, so it's just farm some more. It's like the stage of the game where any kill lets the other team do mid-boss, so the next fight will be super important.
I see the enemy.
I see the enemy. So careful.
I see
He's
the
1k off the spike. Or 1k off the next buy. When I'm in situations like this, I'm always like, ah, I hope I have enough to save up for my next item. I hope I have enough time. But there always ends up being a fight breaking out before I'm able to afford it. And then you have the tough choice of like, do I save up more? Do I go to the fight now? Do I, even if you have enough money, do you buy your item? She got enough.
The Apollo.
Boss has arrived.
Green buff? That's so mean.
I see Abrams.
Oh! Mo got a big... Oh. Or not, he cancelled it. Oh, big AoE silence.
Let's take out Paige.
That poor page. Holy crap. Wow. Wow. Man, this looks so fun. This makes me want to play Mina. Mina, ha. She's just so perfect. Oh my god. She's so perfect.
I see fencer.
Now they do mid boss and then it's over. Duration? Oh yeah.
I see fencer.
Yeah, Mo has duration. Wait, they're not even doing mid. They DGAF. Wait, interesting. I feel like every ranked team would have done mid. Oh. Just straight up ulting the Archmother. Oh my god, she's stun locked. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. Ulting Warden.
Well, that
Wow.
was memorable. Well met.
Wow. That was fun.
No need to thank me. I know I'm amazing.
Okay, Mina. Thank you, though. Thank you. You really are amazing. Wow. That's crazy. I want this to be me one day. 15-4 in a pro match. That's gonna be me, guys. Just you wait. Just you wait. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Says, yeah, I guess.
Okay, let's watch the NA Chungus now. Draft is over. It's Goober's team.
For Leviathan.
The team Goober is on.
And
that's it.
Really well against Abraham's.
That is correct. That's exactly what I was thinking of, Rake. Yeah. Well, here we go. We're going to kick things off.
I got confirmation. I'm so sorry to interrupt you there. So Zeno is playing. It's not Chickpea playing. Chickpea is a separate person. Chickpea is not on the team anymore. He got dropped. And Xena said
I'll
he
be
was
right back.
playing support. So Xena's gonna be on the page. So our little like roster sheet we had was not correct at the time. So that's where like confusion.
But I thought their name was Bunny with Clock. Now it's Bird with Clock.
Internally in the document. So everything's fixed. We now know what's happening. I don't look like a dumbass anymore. And we're into that first game.
Oh. Okay, cool. Well, let's check out the lineups then. What each team is running with. So Drifter's paired up with Shiv, which is that's definitely a potentially oppressive lane, depending on what they're up against here. So they're up against the Billy Ivy. I'd imagine we see somewhat of a support hybrid Ivy. That tends to be like a pretty strong build at the moment, I think. We talked about the Vortex Web. He's definitely a good Ivy's definitely a good candidate for that.
Yeah, I think Gun Ivy's dead. With the change to like the gun scaling per boon, I think unfortunately she's gone. But you do a lot of zone control. You can do a lot of damage as well with the Kutsu bombs. You throw down all over the force of the fight. And again, close for combat, it kind of works out really well for you, especially if you can hit a nice wombo combo with this one. But yeah, I mean, beyond that, Billy and Ivy paired together against the Shiv and Drifter. I think that's a lot of like damage you take over time for them with these serrated knives that get thrown at you, and then Drifters too, which I think it's called Stalker's Mark. I can never remember his.
I think that's right.
Honestly,
it's something Mark.
Yes, you just take a lot of damage from range, so it's really hard to fight close quarters. It's really hard to fight, you know, even far away for them. So I think it's actually a pretty favorable lane for Foreman.
Yeah, the best lane probably for Bird Clock might be that. I would want to say the mid lane is fairly strong, but I mean they're against Holiday and Venator, so that's a pretty challenging one to be up against. There's a lot of really good damage output there between Holiday and Venator as well. So I don't think there's any like super clear favorite lanes, but I definitely like where Floorman are a little bit more than Bird Clock here. Trying to punish the box running.
Oh, now so actually I was wondering when we would ever see this, if we'd ever have teams adapt to how people are doing this box running. They actually go aggressive themselves on the left-hand side with Goober rotating from middle. They catch out Gibbs, and they get themselves a nice, even I guess stronger lead in this lane, even though they're technically down in souls. But I was gonna say I'm surprised that Bird with Clock was able to get a kill on that right-hand side. It's like Abrams and Lash together. I wouldn't imagine you can have much kill potential, but that charge into the Walker or into the Guardian was definitely enough.
How do you feel about the early game in Deadlock right now, Jason? Because like you say, you know, the 2 minutes 2 minute mark happens, you get the tier 1 camps, and you get the boxes, and you know, getting the boxes, and you get, you know, the next thing is the bridge buff at 5 minutes. So there's a few objectives to kind of try to get small edges on your opponents, force some movement.
You have me for one more hour.
Kind of satisfied with kind of
I'll probably just watch this map and then raid night
Honest answer,
shift.
not really. I think it's a bit boring. I think box running for me is just kind of anti-fun, though I understand as a pro player you want to min-max as much as you possibly can. But I still feel like there's too much healing in lane. I still feel like it's really hard to confirm any kills without having a third or fourth person rotate into the lane to look for a push or a gank.
So
I
champ.
don't know. I don't know the intention.
Bird
of
with
devs
clock.
Want the early game to play out.
Floormen.
A little bit boring.
Well, Goober is like in
I
their
could see it
base,
as,
taking
you know,
all their
just like
boxes
a
right
little bit of a
now.
testing ground to see how you're playing in this lane, and it mostly comes down to the team play with rotations. What about you?
Yeah, I can feel that. Like sometimes I do feel like, this is just kind of boring because there's not as much skill expression as I'd want, and yeah, because you don't have many tools to work with either in abilities or itemization and stuff.
Yeah,
like
maybe
that.
he
So
learned the pro
it
box
feels like your
strat.
options of what you need.
Oh,
you
he
can do
GP'd.
is fairly limited.
He's
And
taking
it's
more
kind of
boxes
scripted.
still.
I just, you know, I just have
And
to
letting
hit all these
Venator
easy
get all
shots,
the
go over
money.
here, go over there.
Well, he
Some
actually
console,
did.
I guess,
He's
is another way to put it. But what do I know? What do I
It's
know?
not
Wait,
very often you see
Mirage
like,
is on him.
domination in lane anymore, which I mean, it could be a representation of just everyone getting better in general. But you remember the early days back, like when we were doing Fight Night. It was fairly often you would see just one lane duo just dominate their lane.
Well,
and
he's
then
still
take
just
early
boxing.
gardens and then use that as a jumping off point into the game. And nowadays it's just very stable until I would say like the 6-7 minute mark when we actually see guardians start to go down.
Yeah, that definitely is a clear design decision.
Whoa.
Crypto getting caught by himself though. Let's see if Rocker can escape this one. Being chased by
Whoa.
Tanner on the Billy. Tanner's being quite irritating. He's gonna get the chain gang.
Whoa.
He's gonna get broken. Okay, well, goodbye, Rocker.
Goodbye.
Good pursuit there from Tanner, the bully. He is the bully.
Yo, Goober.
Just kind of.
Oh, Goober's back in lane now.
Oh, and also AVG gets stunned up trying to go across, trying to defend this this buff here. Really good job by Tanner. But just kind of counterproductive for Foreman because they got the initial, dive into Gibbs, farming up boxes on the left-hand side. Then they lose themselves with Rocker getting too aggressive. So a little bit unfortunate for them. And
Yeah,
keep this one close to this
watch
only a
out,
1K
yo.
lead, but a lead nonetheless.
Yeah, they're both
And the mid
just.
lane we haven't really touched on actually.
The rumors are just.
As I mean, as a lane in general, but also
Boxing.
with Goober constantly
Everything
rotating around,
seems
heading
so
back towards the left-hand side of
quiet.
the map.
That
He
makes
even
sense,
touch dropped
Metro.
to defend
Whoa.
himself in middle, which
Man.
is fairly doable. Has some decent weight.
I
there.
don't get this game. There's so much thinking.
And Tanner's really causing problems here. Yeah, Gibbs trying to escape.
So much thinking.
Yeah,
So much
is a
smart.
great player, and it's also really cool to see Holiday because Holiday has
Not
so
me.
much roam potential. It's very irritating to deal with. If you ever have had a good Holiday player in your games, you know exactly what it feels like.
Well, there's good holiday players and there's Goober level of holiday
While they
players,
spawn
I would
camp,
say.
they're
There's
camp.
definitely a difference between the two. They're not created the same and equally. But yeah, it's
The Abrams even free
if
fired
you
his
ever watch
ability
his
on
stream
it.
or watch his like shorts that he has, it is crazy what he can do with the movement tech alone. That you really never feel safe if you're a carry.
Yes, yeah. It's a nice.
Honestly,
X
it's
factor
probably
for
good
any
that
game.
I haven't ended up
Full
playing
men's favor.
today. I think I would have lost everything.
So this tower's going down relatively quickly, I would say. Like you said, Jason. Again, by design. I'm sure
Okay, I get why people
sort of
say
show you
EU
if you
plays
want
way
to
more
be.
aggressive. I didn't see it
You don't get to
before,
see
but
too much action until the 7-8 minute mark when it becomes possible to take the Guardians down.
this is very
I
slow
think the
compared to the
non-surprising part of
EU
this lane too actually ends up just
games
being-
that we watched.
I Geist just isn't that strong early on. You need a little bit to get online. You need the regen items like Mystic Regen fairly early so you can have the sustain when it comes to lane. You should just have decent wave clear, but there's not much
Paradox
Geist
is
can
just
do with the page up against an Abrams and a Lash if they're
crouching
able to play confidently
around.
and aggressive like they are because they have Death Slam and Seismic Impact. They can just close
How
that
did they
distance so
choose
easily
who
with
the
Solar Flare as
challengers
well.
get to
Being
be?
fully out of position, very difficult to fight that lane anymore.
That's a lot of gun damage.
I see Holiday.
Guardian down there. That's the right side Guardian, the Hidden King Guardian for Floorman. Going down. Floorman
I mean,
need...
the thing is-
oh, go ahead.
You look at that lane and it's who do they want to put there? I feel like they need to rotate Aiden out So go for gank mid, then allow Aiden to go solo, hold that right-hand lane, which I think they might be going for here. Geo is setting up for a death slam. He's going to be coming on in from behind them on the middle lane. Support's not there necessarily from the rest of the team. They're trying to get a slam at least onto one to get the catch and the throw, but Rocker's not going too far. It's just a little bit too heavy to get thrown into that Guardian.
Loser of last week's final? Right, that, but there's a third team as well.
Engagement here out of Goober to counter engage on Aiden, gets the lasso back onto him, pulls him almost back into the Guardian himself. And now Aiden's overextended. He's going to fall. The counter gank working out well here for Floorman. Turn this around.
Yeah, the aggression going all the way up to the tower. Really good work indeed. And there's that movement from Goober as they disengage from it. Not actually going to take down the tower.
It's okay to have wrong opinions sometimes, Xpud.
And now Goober finding Tanner, who's been so irritated.
You're so wrong right now, though. Oh my gosh.
Souls actually at the moment, he's really.
I forgive you, though.
Especially Cool Cheese, who's sitting at 5k.
Yeah, he's been left alone now in the lane. You can see that Gibbs rotated over towards middle, so he's getting a lot of solo farm here. Has some decent sustain.
That's a very hot take. You might be the only person in the world.
Middle fight. I think like Burr with Clock did everything right there. They set up perfectly for that engagement. I think the death slam was just a little bit short, which is unfortunate. But it was such a great counter gank by Goober to catch out Aiden to turn that into then a fight that they can win. I think they picked up like 3 kills off of that. Like I said, they didn't take the Guardian down. That helps close the gap a little bit more and helps get some extra souls onto some very crucial targets on their side.
AVG's in trouble. In a lot of trouble there. In the middle lane again, where all the action is. It's worth noting the bridge buffs are coming up in about 30 seconds.
New models next patch?
Shinga comes into
Ooh.
completion. And Tanner is having a great start to this game so far. And, well, there's a mid tower that goes down, and that's in favor of Bird with Clock. And again,
Bird with Clock.
Can't forget about the urn and the bridge buffs that are about to spawn. So that's going to be on the minds of both teams now.
Okay, you know what?
Be careful too,
RM Moria is here, and I've decided I want to watch her play World of Warcraft, so I'm leaving
You got
now.
the Guardian down. We need to keep him maintain his momentum. Because they're sitting at a 5k lead, man. Like
I'll see you later.
At least one of the buffs. They technically could get both buffs here, but they've heavily committed to the earn side, which is, I think, very usual.
Bye.
Though I think
There might be a real life stream on Saturday if I decide I want to be on camera for the pole dancing class. Otherwise, if there's not, I will be back on Tuesday next week.
It's a good play so far. I mean, they did lose their mid guardian here, Dan. That's
Bye.
not the end of the world.